Down. Oh my, that almost goes in. It will be Kopesh with recovery once again. So another turnover, another clear. This one down on the bubble. Good chain there. Tipu has a boost. Goblinity has a clear. That one is out of the bubble and into the hands of, that is OSX Vapor at mid with another clear there. So once again, we have a changed possession and another clear. And another turnover. Ouija Logic over to Tipu. Trying to get that one cleared out. Kopesh has to recover. Kopesh going to get stunned out. Disc is loose once again. And might we see another turnover here? I do believe we will. And that is Shadow Rainer with the pickup. Goblinity walking that one through. Oh, 6 Vapor across. Goblinity moving into the bubble. Opportunity, takes a shot, and there it is. Finally, somebody is able to capitalize on something. And Hydra is going to go up 4-0. Luigi Logic over to that the left side tube. Good recovery there. Kopesh down to clean Mike. Clean Mike crossing that one up. It's going to be a little bit too far ahead of the intended target. And Shadow Rainer gets a grab, but oh, clean Mike with the recovery, bringing it in, gets the 1v1, taking the hook shot. That one's going to go wide, and OSX. Oh, wow. Somehow Kopesh gets a grab there. Somehow Goblinity gets a grab. I think Goblinity was as surprised about that that grab as we are. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak. I cannot speak. Slamish, good grab. Oh no, that one's off the post. They cannot get this out of their bubble. That has to be so frustrating. You know it. Somebody's yelling right now. That one's sent out, getting caught in the trap. That's why we call it the trap. OSX Vapor trying to track it down. Luigi Logic gets a hand on it, stunned out. Vapor gets it back. Looking for the long three. Going to be a flat bounce off the back wall. Set Slamish with pickup. Shot there going wide. And there's the recovery. Third time's the charm. Shadow Rainer gets that one in for the 2. And that is a 6-point lead here to Hydra in the 3rd round. VG Logic, Tipu, sent through. Kopesh with it, looking for the cross pass. Nice bounce. Clean Mike can't quite get it picked up. Goblinity does get a nice clear there. All the way down. VG Logic once again picking it up. Mike once again with the hands. Less than 4 minutes to go in this 3rd round. Clean Mike sending that one up to Kopesh. Kopesh sending that one through. That's going to go all the way down and then bounce wide and into the hands of Slamish. Slamish up to Goblinity. Goblinity walking that one through. Get away from Kopesh. Nice shield there. Beautiful little play. Goblinity has to recover on that. Gets that one near the intended, the teammate Shadow Rainer. So that one does get cleared out. Good chain, overshooting a little bit too high. Just over 3 minutes to go here. Tipu sending it in, hits it. Vapor gonna get some credit there, but it was Tipu with the shot. Last Centurions finally find themselves on the board here in this 3rd round. A much needed goal. Slamish, quick pass. Ooh. Doesn't hit any intended target. It will be Luigi Logic ultimately picking it up and sending it back out into the hands of Vapor. Vapor over to Goblinity. Trying to cross that one up there to Slamish, who does ultimately get that picked up. Sending it near side. Good pickup, Vapor. Oh, this shot is going to ding off the inside of the post. Back out of the bubble. Slamish will pick up again. Goblinity off the backboard. Luigi Logic with a stop, but Goblinity with the recovery. Gets that one in, and Hydra is back up by 6. last Centurions. Quick pass there, right side too. Clean Mike cannot get away from Goblinity. Goblinity has just been monstrous in this game. I think a clear MVP, regardless of the outcome here at Goblinity, unless somebody really just absolutely catches fire here in the last minute and a half. But yeah, I mean, just the amount of work, the amount of times I've said Goblinity's name in this series, in this tournament, yesterday and today. A shot there is going to go just wide. Tipu stunned out. Kopesh looking to track it down. Also got to give a shout out to Kopesh. The backline play from Kopesh has been substantial. And there it is. Clean Mike gets that one in for the 2. We've got a minute to go here. This game is not over. Hydra, Joust advantage. It's got to run the clock here. Shadow sending that one through. Gets it to the intended target. Goblinity with it now, far side. Chain attacking. Goblinity going to juke a little bit. Trying to send that one into the bubble. Doesn't get it in. Disc is loose, but only for a moment. Shadow sending it up. Gets it to Vapor. 30 seconds. Vapor looking to get this one in for the ice. Going to slow it down. Now bring it in. Ducking one. Gets it in. Hits it for the 2. And that will ice the game there. Hydra will take this one in 3. Still got to wait on that final score here as there's just about 4.5 seconds on the clock. But Hydra will be moving on to that bronze match to take on Outlaws. And unfortunately, the Last Centurions will be going home. Although, big shout out to Last Centurions. They played phenomenally here. And the fact that, you get to the finals, you earn your place in those finals. As I search for buttons. Here we go. 10-4 in that third round. So there are your stats, or they're about to be there. Stats for round 3, I think. They're supposed to be here. Where are they? I don't know where they are. I can pull them up somehow. But what I'm more interested in, there they are. What I'm more interested in is the standings. But I gotta pull up the stats. Give credit to the players. Look at Hydra. Look at that score. Oh, excuse me. Look at the just the stat board. Look at a few eggs Hydra has on that board there. Absolutely beautiful. You'd love to see it. Pulling out the standings real quick because they're waiting on us. There you go. Leviathan did move on. They're in the finals. Outlaws now in the bronze match, going to be taking on Hydra. And that's going to be going on over there on the main channel, VR Master League. And we are done here on this second channel for the finals. This is the last stream for all the regions, as North America and Europe are going to be all on one channel tomorrow. And the rest of Oceania is going to be on one channel this evening. So
D-Dog once again. D-Dog faking out the shot. D-Dog taking the shot, but saved there from Moonface. But Josh once again with it. Josh with another shot, but Moonface.
Now, but both missing it. And so Everest going to have a chance now to attack. Steffo passing down behind the goal. And Bad Elmo putting Everest on the board.
Goal against Ribbit. They might have a chance in the second round. That shot's going to be off the backboard and good from Frogio.
The air preventing another shot attempt.
And it's not now with that disc. Looking for that pass, but a great intercept there by Joshy. The stack coming in. The steal. The second stack from Nan, able to get a pass back down. Great control over the disc here. And it is now in possession, walking into that bubble. Looking for that cut pass. And a great slam dunk there. What a...
Changing up the momentum of this game as well. However, time will tell. Pass up now high to Moonface. Moonface diving in. Bounce shot, and it's good! 2 points on the board.
Inverting on that ceiling. Looking for the clear down. It does get there, and they're back with it, and they get the points there. Ashton with the slam.
Instead, it's going to go right back into the hands of Aurora, who's clearing it downfield. The stack race is there. The stack's going to get picked up. No! Steel Skydiver going for the shot. Low pocket. 3-12 meters.
Time management, you can score a goal, you can do whatever, so, and they're doing whatever right now. They've got this commanding lead, and a cut coming through. Caesar's able to dunk that one, but it's too little
there, but maybe it'll get picked up as the stacks are coming through. Long three, it's good. Moonface! 7-11.
Back to Wit, but just hitting off of some Geo, going high to Voodoo. Voodoo moving into the bubble, going for the cross pass to Speedy. Speedy just going to be able to get all the way down, because it's going to be in the hands of Speedy. Speedy sending it cross low to QL. QL going for the shot, but just off the backboard, and a nice backboard again by Voodoo.
Ronin taking that just advantage will be Legend riding his teammate again. Will anchor it off him, but your boy Sam intercepting that one, going for the shot, and just like that, is down to a one.
Moving around slowly, gonna up to pass it to Shield. Tahada juking out Callan, just going for the shot, and a nice top pocket.
Forward back to X, not quite able to connect though. Wit coming in from a stack there, able to pass to QL Young, but a great steal from Catnip. Captain looking for that shot now, and it is good. What a
Geo with the disc there, going for that beautiful pass downfield. You're going for that open shot 3, and a bing bang boom.
Here with the last 2 minutes, and a pickup from Fire Ninja. If they score, this could be massive.
Excuse me, I was wrong. Let's tack the shot. Oh, God. It's for 3. This is a competition to find the best of the best.
I'm still not convinced, but either way, a bounce pass over here, gonna reach stage, but Stoney, the nice. Where some stories might end, others will begin anew.
Anything can happen. Anyone can win, and anyone can lose. Number 2 is a loser. This is what we have been waiting for all season.
To the end, and maybe in the scoring zone. It's gonna be an overtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap gonna be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, gonna be sent all the way through, picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa, what a save there from Ryan. It's one of the biggest saves in the round 2. It's gonna send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruisin', and he sends it out, and again that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe looks for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate, though. Intentional pass, random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play! Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So out, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in for 2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swag War as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureli Orum. Aureli Orum back over to Recep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubble, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, sits that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
Can't tell final time. Actually, I've always known that. I am chronologically challenged. As Av is going to send that. No way. Is that going to be...
Stack there to recover it. It's going to go for a clear, but unfortunately there, Isolate playing very far back for High Voltage. Is going to recover it. Lulz on the recovery, going to go for a pass onto Goran Jr., who's going to juke, going for the one more pass, and Lulz able to secure the first round for High Voltage.
Back in the hands of Aiden. Aiden going low now. Pass to Crispy. Crispy walking it in. Can he do it? Bounce shot. Oh. No, it's recovered by Pigeon. They needed 3 though. They need the goalie. Oh!
They got it! They got it! We're going to overtime! No! You cannot do this.
Now that's going to be through the tube. These stacks, the double stacks are there. The shot is going to be stopped. Talk about that defense getting back at the right time. But
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for your patience. Sorry about that. The weirdest thing I was mentioning to fellow casters here. Got an invite from Australia, and it threw me to match with 2 Lufus. How often does that happen? Wild events. But that said, we are back, and we are about to take off on the final laps of these games in OCE to crown new champions. But first, in order to get there, these 2 teams, Outlaws, Hydra, well, they're going to have to compete to stay alive. This is your 3rd place matchup here, essentially. The lower bracket finals. It will be best of 5. And whoever wins this match, they're going to guarantee their spot in the top 2. They're going to guarantee their shot at some of that prize money. And with that, it's going to be definitely a lot of high stakes, high action, and high octane, no doubt. On the casting end of things, once again, I'm Palador, being joined here by Kit Catastrophe. Got Alduin doing some modding for us here and helping us organize, I guess call him the production guy. And Sir Dim, we were over on Channel 2 earlier on as well, who was doing those the streams there for the lower brackets match with Hydra and Last Centurions, which went to 3 rounds. Exciting. Kit, we're here. Last legs of this game, and I'm really hyped here to get going. The readies up are underway now.
And the round will start really soon. The countdown is happening. This is definitely going to be a good game. I definitely think Outlaws are the favorite to win this. So, of course, I'm going to be rooting for the underdogs here of Hydra. Hydra are going to win that joust. First up, looking for that pass down there. A great intercept there by Cosmo. Looking for that clear, but OSX Vapor is there to collect it. Looking for that pass down to Slamish. Slamish now looking for Goblinity. Not quite able to connect there. Able to get a hand on it after all. Looking for that shot there. That angle! And taking it in for 2 is Hydra.
A little bit of a volleyball setup just about, but nice job, Goblinity. A quick tap recognizing and no doubt communicating there among teammates that, hey, you got the passes available, 2 cutters, and as you see, they scored off of that. So starting off there, the first couple points, but again, in here for the long haul, this is best of 5, everybody, so buckle your seatbelts.
Is loose, looking to be picked up there by Hydra. Hydra managing to get it most of the way out, but picked up on the back lines by Silveridge. Silveridge now looking for that pass down to Camjam. Camjam over to Gishnishku. Gishnishku gonna look for that pass back, but Vapor is there, able to get that clear downfield. It will be a stack race here. Who is gonna get back there first? It will be Outlaws. Gishnishku looking for that clear now. It is gonna bounce back in that midfield. Gonna be chased down by both players here, but Outlaws getting a hand on it first. Vapor with the stun there, but getting stunned out himself. Disc is loose and picked up once again by Gishnishku.
So both these teams obviously coming off some matches, but had some time there to rest, recuperate, gain servers and whatnot. So question is, who comes out hot out the gates? Are both these teams gonna need to find that warm-up process and get into maybe a goal here? There's Vapor, watch out! It's Silveridge though! Wow, to watch out for that defender inside the goal. Always a man of gold. Why I call him Goldridge.
Goblin now walking up there, but getting stunned out. The disc is floating back here. It looks like the Hydra there, a little bit of a stack, but not quite able to make it. And Outlaw's getting a hand on it, going for that long backboard, but no, it just bounces on the wrong part of the pyramid, going back into the hands of Hydra there. Hydra gonna walk forward with that disc, looking for that clear. It bounces off some Geo there, and it's picked up by Cosmo once again. Back and forth through the midfield here. No one can keep it in their possession.
Ooh, and leaving them in the dust there with some stuns, and Goblinity taking it over, however, into the midfield. Gishnishku and Co are there, 3 different players. 4 Outlaws able to collect that disc now and spread the floor, fan out, and try to find some angles, but a lot of tangling there. You see the scrums happening on the midfield in the trench area. A lot of stuns continuing to pile on as Silver Ridge once again collects that. Also collects a punch from Vapor, who takes us back, and Vapor is a really hot scorer, an incredible striker, so got to watch out. And not only effective, but just so fast. I mean, the wind-up on Vapor's shots are something that just leaves scars on my own memory watching him across the streams. So with that, there's the guy, and there's a save. Silver Ridge! What a big grab. Head on.
Silver, undoubtedly one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in OCE.
Crazy saves there, and that is not easy to do when you're just one-on-one. And look at that again, this time Cam Jam on the dive. They're gonna dribble, and they're going up the floor, looking to line up the 3. Could it be a ding? Rebound here had Gishnishku, Cam Jam actually grabbing each other on accident. It looks like lose the disc as a result, but Cosmo's still there to retain. They're gonna make a move up the floor there. Cam Jam trying to cross into the goal and find a dunk in, just walks it, despite the fact that the defense was draped all over. It's tied.
It is tied, and we're almost halfway through this first round. Definitely nothing shy of excitement. It's definitely some highlight-worthy plays here. It will be Hydra for the first time with the joust advantage, and I am interested to see what they are going to do, how they are going to respond to Outlaws. A great pass downfield. Oh, some dubstep disc there. Goblinity now with the disc, looking for that pass back to Vapor. Vapor now doing it. The duck there, ducking once again, looking for that pass off. It doesn't quite connect. Outlaws getting a hand on it, looking for that clear, back out. A bit of a stack happening, and CamDMG now with that disc going for a long clear.
It's going to just set up perfectly into Cosmo's play and right into the hands there, boosting down the floor and not satisfied with the idea that it might have been a guarantee. So playing right up and on the good positioning to make their way in for a goal, taking a narrow lead here. And just real quick there to the address questions I see in Twitch, the Twitch end of things. Indeed, this is the lower bracket finals. So best of 5, do or die. Loser goes home. The winner advances to the top 2 and the finals. And Cosmo, they advance their lead to 5 in 7 seconds.
They did not like the first half of this first round, and they're coming back firing in the second half here, scoring 2 goals, I think, within about 30 seconds.
Yeah, no time wasted whatsoever before I can even finish my own sentence. They are just right back in there with a goal. And the pacing here going to be a thing of intrigue because once more, not only is this a long-form tournament, I mean, 2-day tournament, multiple games in a row, now you're dealing with best of 5. So you're talking not only in terms of this match, but even that first place match, the finals match. We're looking at, including if there's like a reset, I mean, we could be looking at a lot hours of gameplay, or we can be looking at an hour of gameplay with those best of 5 situations. I mean, this could be one of those huge battles where it just comes down to conditioning, where it comes down to the stamina, and that's going to be a factor to watch out for here.
Gishnishku intercepting that clear, looking for a pass there, bouncing off the shield. It will be a race. He is able to recover it though, passing it off to CamJam. CamJam back to Gish, and Gish is gonna put it in for 2 points. Taking that lead to 9. That is 9 unanswered points.
Yeah, strong start. 3:43 left here in this first round. But as I said, in it for the long haul. Either or though, doing well here. And historically, as I mentioned to begin the streams, OCE in Season 2, the finals there. We saw just that. The 5-round series happened multiple times throughout that day. And if we get anything like that here, I mean, you know you're in for just an excellent finals, as Leviathan will be awaiting in the upper bracket the winner of this match.
Looking to take it in there, but not quite able to get through that defense. Shadow now looking for that reset. The reset does not connect. It is loose. It looks like it will be Cosmo to pick it up first, but getting stunned out by Vapor. Vapor passing it off there to Goblin. Goblin now pulling off a little bit of a dusty, looking to take that shot in, and that is exactly how they needed to respond here, getting an extra 2 points on the board.
Some good passing. It wasn't the easiest thing. There was a lot of defense playing pretty aggressively out the bubble, but managed to find the right spots, and with that, the inverted shot from up top coming in. And with some more points on the board now, back to Joust advantage here for Outlaws. Not the most familiar place for them as of yet. Let's see how they joust out here. And perfectly, I guess, to answer my own question. And a ding, and a dunk. And Cosmo's saying, well, I want to put a little extra on this one. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Because seen it happen all too many times. Sometimes you get loose and lax with shots like that. It can come back to burn ya.
It definitely can, and I've seen it plenty of times before. Hydra with that Joust advantage now, looking for that pass down. It doesn't quite connect, and it will be intercepted once again by Outlaws. Outlaws now going for that long clear, but Slamish with the intercept there. Slamish looking for the clear back down, but the intercept once again. Intercept City here, and it will be cleared finally down there, and it will be picked up by CamJam. CamJam go looking for that cut pass. It doesn't connect. The disc is loose here. Some free floating towards the disc now, and it will be picked up there but by Hydra, but maybe a loss of tracking or just dropping the disc, and it is still in Hydra's possession, being dropped by Outlaws there.
And with a grab here from Vapor. Nope, actually CamJam trying to contest that. Everyone having trouble wrangling the disc. Just going for each other instead on some of those grabs, those brawls and what have you. Back into the midfield, top of the ceiling, and taken back. Silveridge trying to invert, finds that pass right below, but again, missing the arms. So a few stray passes. They're going for the right ones. It's just not connecting.
Hydra's still able to get it out once again, but the sacks from Outlaws just a bit superior at the moment. Bouncing into that trap area there. Ooh, dubstep disc at its finest. Welcome to OCE. You certainly know it's OCE when you see the dubstep disc. Hydra picking it up now, looking for that clear out, but it will be picked up once again by Outlaws. A great stun there by Goblin, not quite able to clear it out. It is a case of who put that there as it bounces into some Geo. Silveridge able to pick it up, looking for that pass across it, not quite able to make it here.
Yeah, well, a little bit of dubbing, maybe some subbing, and right now I'm not loving it, but Shadow Rainer goes to the midfield. Silveridge, they're loving the fact that they're in a solid lead. They're in position to take this round in just a second here, as we have 12 seconds left. So first in the books, but with that best of 5 situation, they're going to have to do it at least a couple more times, and with that, a lot of time and maybe a shot, just barely missing there, will bounce right off the barrier, and with the self-goal at the end. Interesting move there, but as I said, as I replay that for some reason, as I said, those things can come back to bite you verifiably. And I know it's kind of interesting for me to point that out, because for context, my team may have been the conspirators of one of the more infamous ding dunks in a finals match in Echo's history. So I always feel a little bit strange pointing it out. I feel like a slight hypocrite. To be fair, it wasn't me who ding-dunked it. But I'm just saying. Gotta be careful, you know?
Definitely gotta be careful there. It looks like there was a dropout on the side of Outlaws there. Maybe a bit of a ping issue, because we did see some dubstep disc at its finest. But definitely a great round from both teams here. Definitely nothing to be shy of. And I can't wait to see what round 2 has for us.
Yeah, certainly. Now it looks like maybe a dropout or restart here of some sort. I know there was, again, some potential ping at play. Granted, I don't know if that would be the cause or not, but seeing how they decide to reorganize here, of course, can take the time as they please. But a successful, very successful first round on the whole there, as you see. Big scoring efforts put in, and they look calm throughout most of it. They got strayed a little bit towards the middle points of the game, but on the whole, they were in control for a lot of that round and weren't too worried. But as I said, and I just say this because after casting 1,100 games at this point, a very non-insignificant amount of the time, I have seen a lot of those moves where you go for the dings and the stees of any kind, just hot dog a little bit. I've most definitely seen that turn into a momentum boost for the other team. So, I mean, it can help, because those things can also get your own team hyped in a sense. So I can understand it from that perspective, but it's a very careful balance to tread is all I'm really getting at.
Yeah. If you're too risky with it, it's a bit... If there's players nearby, it's very careful, because I've seen plenty of times those interrupted.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a case too because where a lot of times I use the phrase 2 points are worth more than 2 points, which is to say something I stole, I think, from LeBron, it might have been, in terms of the hype plays, right? So I know that was something in my past experiences competing in Echo and ESL a few years back when that was still an Echo and I was still competing, so kind of a long time ago. But that said, that was always one of my team's priorities, not to Steez per se, but when we got into the thick of those big matches, one of the things that we used to do on Eclipse, very specifically different from weekly games and things like that, we would get ultra hyped. We'd call it LAN comms is what we referred to it as, which is to say the big event feel. So every one of our moves, every one of our saves, every one of our goals, even the minor ones, even the ones that weren't all that stylish or significant, we would be screaming and yelling really loud. And part of it was, one, to keep us energized, especially in a long form tournament where you have multiple rounds, 5 best of 5s, where you have like a long cup. So part of it was to keep energized. Part of it was because, kind of by default, if you keep the hype and you keep the almost excessive levels of just screaming, in a sense, it blocks out the negative, the potential for negative talk, negative energy, and focusing on the mistakes that may have happened. You're basically forcing your brain to block out everything except the immediate things that are happening for you right now in a match. So, as I said, it's always a balance, but it's kind of interesting watching how different teams are handling it, and from both like a player's perspective and now as a caster's perspective, it's a meta in its own right, basically.
Definitely is interesting to see that. And it looks like we do have that player coming back in the game. Potential unpause here.
Yeah.
Second round of a best of 5. I'm definitely interested to see what happens here. I definitely want to see it go the full way, but then I'm being greedy.
Yeah.
At least we get guaranteed round 3s.
Yeah, so, I mean, or in this case, round 5s maybe. But, yeah, with unpause here, so they do have their players back. It looks like we still have about a minute or so of intermission just to give you an update. So you guys aren't missing anything. Although, if you're listening to me and not paying attention to the chat, I'll give you a little heads up. You are missing a giveaway there, $50 or €50 ProTube voucher available on our Twitch chat there. If you want to go enter by posting the word time. Because, well, the time is now, as we do say here in VRML. We do say it, believe me. It was a thing. That's how we announced VRML coming to Echo. The time is now for those few people who actually are remain from the early days, the Pizza League days. But as I said, it's a good part about this community. Oh, a sudden cat appeared. I don't mean the kit either. Well, welcome, cat. Yeah, you are perfectly at home here on the internets. Round 2 about to begin.
This round 2 definitely coming up here soon. I'm super excited to see it, and it's definitely going to be a good one. Will Hydra take this round, or will Outlaws take it? Hydra winning that joust now. Goblin now with the disc, walking it forward, potentially looking for a shot there, but just dinging off. Vapor looking to recover it though, but a great stun from Gish Nishgu, able to take the stun out.
Tracking this disc down, there's Cam Jam with a lane, the angle, but a awkward release from the bottom, and a big save from Goblin. So Goblin that up inside the goal, nicely done. That might even be a 3, wow. But that's going to be slapped out of there and sent into the tunnel where it's retained by Goblinity. Another chance at it up top, trying to evade the defenders, but a lot of cluster in there. Was going to be hard to reach any teammate with 4 players in the goal defending.
Just coming loose now, back into Hydra's side, getting stuck in that trap area, picked up there by Silveridge, losing it on some Geo, however, still able to recover it, looking for the Dukes there, but Slamish coming in hot, able to steal the disc, able to clear it down. It will be a stack race here, and it will be Hydra taking the first points of the round once again.
Yeah, nicely done. Had a couple of opportunities there and eventually got it back. Took a minute off the clock, but well done on the stacks. There was one player there for Outlaws who was there sort of first, but just didn't have the boost behind him. And that's how one of the many ways you can win an Echo is by, well, some of that, but Silveridge, what a grab, wow.
Great steal from Hydra there, but Silver able to recover it. Outlaws getting it out of that trap area and able to clear it the whole way down. It will be Hydra's possession though. Quick stack coming in from Outlaws. The clear there coming through. The stacks maybe on their way, but it will be Outlaws picking it up first. Looking for those options, maybe setting up some defense here, looking for that clear out, but the stack from Hydra is there, able to recollect the disc. And we have some more dubstep disc coming through with the Cam Jam intercepting it, going for a long shot there perhaps, and it will be Hydra again, but Gishnishku able to recover it but not able to capitalize on it, and it will be back in Hydra's possession.
So I'm not sure. Obviously, a very, very successful first round coming in from Outlaws. They were looking really good, but with that timeout, might have just frozen them a little bit because now trying to warm up back into this round, and will do so. They do so as Cosmo is able to get a good grab diving out in on the defense, and now looking for their stacks. Silver Ridge is there to contest, but so is Goblinity for Hydra back into the mid lane where it's taken by Silver once more. Silver though getting stunned, left behind and into the mid line. 4 players though all getting back quickly for Outlaws.
Ish now inverting on the ceiling, looking for that clear, but Shadow Rainer with the intercept there, looking for the pass across the floor there, but not quite able to connect. The stack from Outlaws coming through, but able to get it off, and another great intercept there. Gishnishku covering that lane, able to get the disc back all the way, and both teams coming in hot. The great lot of stuns there. Hydra getting a hand on it first, and it is still loose there. Looking for that leech of Shadow Rainer, but the stack from Outlaws back first.
Making up for it with speed, as always. Slow floating down the floor is an absolute killer in Echo, and trying to find those killer instincts for a score was Shadow, but Shadow Rainer having it stolen by Cosmo. Again, that defense from Cosmo, always a tough thing to deal with if you're the other team, and being stunned on the way in is Gishnish, so Goblinity takes it back. 4 minutes expired in round 2, only 2 points. That's pretty notable here, as neither team is really able to find a solid rhythm yet.
Definitely, once they find that rhythm, they will keep going. OSX Vapor with the intercept, though. That clear back out, but it bouncing off the edge of the tunnel there. Still able to recover, though, is Hydra going the whole way down. But the stacks are back from Outlaws. The stacks following up from Hydra. The disc is loose in that trap area. Outlaws getting there first. Hydra looking to intercept it. Goblinity now with that disc, looking for that pass down, bouncing up there. Gishnishku now picking it up, looking for that clear down. It will be Cam Jam now walking forward, walking down with the disc. The stack coming in from Outlaws, looking for that pass off the ceiling there. The pass back, looking for that shot, and taking that really steep angle and getting that goal is Cam Jam G.
And with that, successfully breaking that 3-minute and 9-second stalemate. A mighty long time to be scoreless, considering how many times that disc just traveled from one end of the floor to the other without successful points. So that could break the seal on the goal for both these teams now. A lot of the times you see those stalemates get broken up. The next goal, uncannily high percentage amount of the time, is going to be really quick. Wow. Almost did it there. That would have been a highlight and a half.
That would have been a highlight and a half, getting cleared down the mid there. It is back there in the Hydra half, looking for that shot there, but not quite able to connect. It will be Gishnishku having the control of the disc now, getting picked up there by Cosmo, but not quite able to capitalize on it. Looking for the clear down the trench, but Silveridge is already on top of it. Outlaws have possession, walking into that bubble. It coming off ahead there, and it will be in the hands of Goblinity, looking for that clear back down once again.
So a little bit of rushed passing I was seeing there, and rushed shots from Outlaws, it seemed like. So seeing if they can capitalize on that one. A little ill-advised, as again, it was a pass, but into what a bunch of 3 defenders kind of all in that same zone. Would have been a tough one to get. So trying to find their angles here, diving out and trying to address, but no, dressing them down, and it will be a goal to bring them up by 2 for Hydra.
What a play there by Hydra. Silver getting a piece of it. Not quite able to save it though. And it will be back as a joust advantage for Outlaws.
All right, out of the gates here. Nearly could have been a turnover there past that defender. Still may just be. So Shadow Rainer playing in the midfield, retaining the possession of the disc, finding the stack on the other end, just missing them, however, and they missed their grabs. And this is what I was talking about, too. Definitely not a knock on any of the players because, again, long-form tournament, and this is going to be how it is in any sport ever, pretty much, where it's just you'll have hot streaks, you'll have cold streaks, but just who can get a little hotter, a little faster, and a little bit more. Of course, as Slavish takes the disc back, and Hydra, I mean, with 3 minutes left in a 2-point lead, because of the scoring pace, 4-2 in itself might be enough to even win this round, because it's very much a drought here happening in round 2.
Stun out there. The bounce back. It looking like it was going in, but the player recovering just in time to get that save. The disc is all the way back down once again. Looking dangerously close to that goal, and it is the stack coming back there, stealing that disc.
I can't, first of all, I can't believe they got that, but second of all, you see, I think going for the reversal. But you see, you gotta be careful with Steez. That was a guaranteed 2 points that they gave up, and now they still have a chance to score again, but it's gonna be much more difficult if that's the case. These teams really desperately trying to search deep down and find some sort of rhythm, but still not going. So 4-2, and we're stuck here on the score now. We're stuck in 2 minutes remaining in the second round, and maybe now with a goal impending, if those stacks can get back quickly, a tap out, and will be received here by Shadow. Shadow, though, getting left in the shadow as Cosmo takes it back. Less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes to go in this round. The disc is clear. It is bouncing back. It will be back in the hands of Outlaws there, looking for that pass up. It doesn't connect. Shadow looking to recover that disc now, slapping it out. It is back in that midfield. Silverage recollecting it there, and it will be moved forward, but bouncing off some Geo there, still able to be recovered. The Sun off, not quite able to get a hand on it, but Vapor able to get control there. Stack race once again. It will be Hydra to get there first, but not able to get a hand on it. Outlaws looking for that clear. It doesn't quite make it out. Goblinity now with the disc walking forward.
Well, this could be huge. If they get a goal here with the time remaining, this could be ice in this round. Let's see, can they tie it up? No! Getting tightened up on the defense there. Cosmo doing some more work. How many times have I said that in this match? They have a chance here, and a chance is lost. Goblinity sailing in. We see back-to-back those stacks where it looks like this might be a guaranteed goal, and no, denial, 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 and back into the flow of things down that river, left tunnel, and let's see what happens. Less than a minute left. Any scores? Either team. This is clutch time. This is crunch time, and it's taken back by Gish Nishku with a little bit of time to look for a teammate on a one way or the other, but now getting stunned.
Just back in the hands of Hydra once again, looking for that clear, not quite making it out. Still able to recover it, though. It is going to go all the way down. A lone player from Outlaws still making it back there in time. The stack coming in from, Hydra. And it is going to bounce loose in that midfield again. Cosmo now going for that long shot. It doesn't quite connect. There's 20-something seconds left. Walking into that bubble now, but the save there from Slamish. Silveridge going to intercept that clear. However, walking it back forward, CamGMG going to walk it down into the bubble there. And amazing save there! That could have just saved them this round.
Holy clutch! What has happened there on the defensive end? They are turning it up to new levels, and it's gonna be the round taken by Hydra. 4-2, and we were stuck there for so long. And sure enough, that 2-point advantage ended up being the win after all. Incredible defense though from Hydra. They had 3 or 4 massively clutch moments there defensively, which is even harder to do at times. That is a big win. And now we're going to a third round in this best of 5 lower bracket match, lower bracket finals.
Best of 5. Round 3, here we come. What a play there from both teams. That was incredible. The defense there from Hydra, they absolutely showing that they want to win this. Outlaws showing the pressure as well. It is so back and forward here. The teams are so well evenly matched.
Absolutely. I'm stunned by that because, yeah, the offense, it wasn't flowing, sure. There was a lot of at times, especially earlier half of the round, a little bit of panic for both teams, kind of not able to find solid passes, and a lot of the slap-aways before they needed to slap it away, things like that. The offense, yeah, just not really in a proper rhythm, but the defense is one of the hardest things in Echo to do consistently, because a lot of it's just, if one person isn't isn't on the same wavelength, all it takes is one person for either team for a miscue defensively, and that's the end of the play. You're going to get scored upon. But they were able to find the stacks they needed to, so team-wise, chemistry-wise, they did that. Individually, they got the saves as well. I mean, the team defense, individual defense, it was all incredible here. And like I said, clutch moments of the lower bracket finals where their entire season now matters with every single play.
Will be coming into this third round here. Vapor looking to get it through that tunnel and getting stuck in the tunnel there, but Goblinity able to pick it up, looking for a long clear there. Outlaws have the possession now, looking to get it out. It will be recovered by Shadow Rainer. Shadow Rainer now with the disc, looking to move it forward down there, looking for that pass to Vapor. It doesn't quite connect. It bouncing back down. Goblinity there in the vicinity, but not able to get a hand on it. It will be Gishnishgu going to clear it downfield. Cam Jam is there. Are they going to take that long three? And they do. They open the round with a three-pointer.
All right, that's great for Outlaws to get started. They needed that so badly because they were scoreless for an awfully long time there in that second round. We're talking the first round, 11-6, favoring Outlaws. Only 2 points, though, in all of the 10 minutes of round two. So the fact that they can open up with a three in about a minute of play, they've already exceeded their entire total of the last 10 minutes.
Goblinity now with that disc, dodging those defense, maybe looking for a pass there. It doesn't quite connect. It will fall back into the hands of Vapor there, looking for that pass out, hitting some geometry, looking for that pass over to Goblinity. They look like they're slowing it down a little bit now, realizing that panic won't work, getting it into that bubble now, looking for that shot, but the ding off the post there. Vapor now with it, dancing around, looking for the pass options, not quite able to make it, looking to walk it forward, dancing around all those defense, looking for that shot, not quite able to make it, and it is loose. Once again, picked up by Outlaws and cleared out.
Yeah, a lot of dancing, but unfortunately no goal. So in that kind of situation, expended a lot of energy and for no reward, unfortunately. So that could be a factor as well. Got to be careful. It bears mentioning way back in preseason of VRML. I credit that to being one of the reasons there that Joker, who's now known as a dominant force and for good reason, but they weren't able to win in the preseason one, and part of that was because their playstyle was so forceful and heavy-handed. As hold on, a pass here is going to interrupt me, but they're going to get a 2, and they're up by 5 for Gishnishku and Outlaws. But just to go back to that real quick, that was one of the bigger things, is controlling the pace a bit. Now Joker these days, for instance, they still play fast. They still score 15, 20, 25 points in any given round on any given master team. But when it came down to finals time, the biggest difference I noticed when it came to the finals cups, these long tournaments in season 1, season 2, is that they learn to control it a bit more and rein in the physical energy that they actually expend, which is what won in North America Illuminati, as they were called at the time, now Illumiduty. That's what won them that race, because they played it slow and steady, and they had a lot of energy still left to go when it came down to bracket resets and such.
Hydra now getting that intercept. Shadow Rainer gonna walk it forward, looking for that pass off to Vapor. Vapor now looking for that backward shot. It not quite on. It is gonna bounce back there, but Slamish able to tap it forward to their player, looking for that pass up, but it hits some geometry, and it is gonna be recovered by Outlaws there, looking dangerously closer coming in, but the shield is there to save it that time. Hydra now getting possession off a missed clear / pass, and it not quite making it out, but still is to be recovered.
And into the recovered arms of Cam Jam. Had to get rid of it fairly quickly. They will stack up though, so nicely done there. And stunning Slamish being taken off guard, and could it be another 3? A barrage about to continue there, look like, for Outlaws, but will miss that opportunity. They're still going to have an opportunity again, because look, they stack back. They make up for the miss with what? Speed. And that is what gets it done in Echo a lot of the time. If you can be faster, you can be better, but you're not going to be Vapor who pours it in for the 3.
exactly what Hydra needed here to take back that momentum. We are about 5 and a bit minutes into this round. It's just nuts to see how both teams are coming and responding in this round. Definitely switching it up a little bit in between here. Slamish with the intercept there, able to pass it down to Goblinity. Goblinity now looking for a pass, but it doesn't quite connect as he gets stunned out. Shadow Rainer able to recover it, looking for that pass over to Vapor. Not quite able to connect. It is still bouncing loose. He is able to recover it, however, looking for that reset pass, maybe exactly what they needed to do here.
Yeah, I was in my own head, just because, again, going back to my own playstyle, I was just, my head was big, and I was saying, please back pass it, and they did. Because sometimes when you get lost in the chaos, great thing is those resets, because what it does, it just allows your teammates to breathe for an extra couple seconds, and kind of re-strategize or reposition to find better passing lanes, better shot angles. So I like that from them. They will lose the disc, however, as I say that. And roaming up boldly, and gold on the save again, but no, it's Cosmo. That was all the moves in the book from CamJam. Not an unusual sight. Anyone who's played with CamJam in NA back in Season 1, they'll recognize some of the things that Cam, still to date, will be pulling off on a given match.
Amazing play there by Outlaws, able to get through that defense. They are back up by 5 here, but Hydra still have plenty of time to come back in this round. This is definitely more fast-paced than what we saw in that last round. Looking for that pass across, not quite able to connect. Slamish still able to get a hand on it. It is going to bounce towards the floor. Goblinity picking it up now, looking for that pass forward. OSX Vapor now with it, ducking, and going to get it in there. And it looks like it will be another self-goal there by Silveridge. Just not quite able to get a hand on it.
And points nonetheless going the way of Hydra, who do bring it back within 2. As you said, Kit, this is a much higher paced match so far. 11-6 in the first round, only 4-2 in the second. This one, kind of somewhere in the middle thus far. These teams now refinding that flow and that to that game. As I said, it's a game of runs. Hot and cold is sports, and Echo especially.
Walking it forward there. What a save by Slamish, able to get it off the head. But Cosmo able to recollect that disc and able to slam it in for another 2, taking their lead back to 4. What a play there by Outlaws.
Yeah, really nice by Cosmo as well. The great floor awareness to know that, 1, didn't have a lot of time to work with, but 2, just knew where he was in the arena, so didn't have to look, just backhanded it right into that goal there to take another 4-point advantage. So this is kind of bad for Hydra because they can't afford to be trading goals this late in the round.
They definitely can't. They need to pull something forward if they want to take this next round. Bouncing loose there. It is Outlaws back to it first, looking for that pass down there. The stack is ready to go, looking to get down there. Maybe some stunning in the backlines here as we don't see stacks back just yet. Both stacks overshooting that disc. It is now loose in that top trench. Goblinity getting a hand on it first. It now bouncing down into that top trench, bouncing down the floor. The stack back there now. Goblin getting his own clear, looking for that pass now, looking to juke around, looking for that pass to the backboard. A great steal and a great recovery there by Vapor, and absolutely blazing it into the goal there.
What a bounce that took off of the initial the initial attempt at the goal. Look at that. Right off the dome it looked like, and then right back into the goal. So playing a little yo-yo as they bring themselves again within 2. Less than 2 minutes left. So as I was saying, can't afford to be trading those goals anymore. Need to defend here badly.
They do need to defend here, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. The blackline player is there, looking for that pass out, not quite able to make it, bouncing off some Geo, falling back into their hands there. A great steal from Gish, looking for that shot, but it doesn't quite connect. It is bouncing back up there, and it is back in their hands of Hydra here. Can they capitalize on it? It is going to bounce back. The goal is open. They take the 3-pointer, and they take the lead by 1 point.
Massive shot from Slamish. Round 2, the story was what? The clutch defense. End of round 3. That is some clutch offense coming in for that narrowest of margins on the 1-point advantage. Back to the defense. I mean, these players have to be tensing up and sweating at the moment because it does not get any higher stakes than these rounds.
It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Another great intercept there. Vapor getting a hand on it is going to bounce through. It is in that trap area. Silveridge looking to get there first. The stack coming back from Outlaws. Able to collect it now. Going through that midfield, but Shadow Rainer is there to pick it up. And it is going really close. It doesn't quite make it in, but the stacks are back, and they take another shot there. And I think that's the ice for this round.
OSX, OMG, that is a 3-point lead coming in. Now, there will be a little bit of time. If they have the most fast joust that they can possibly pull out of their playbook here, we could still see something, but it needs to be very, very quick. There's a headbutt. They need it. But let's see. Not enough time, it looks like, but it was good effort. Round 2, though. Hydra. Back-to-back now, and putting Outlaws in a really precarious position in this loser goes home match. Best of 5.
That means Outlaws will have to win this next round if they want to hold this. But if Hydra wins the next round, they have guaranteed their spot in the final. Oh wait, no, this is the loser bracket. What am I saying?
You know, you're right. You're right. You're right on. The winner of this match does go to the finals. They earn their way back in the upper bracket.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is such a close game. We do get a pause there, and I think that is the right move, definitely, because what a round by Hydra there. That last 3-pointer.
Yeah, honestly, super smart here. Of course, between rounds, teams are allotted, if they choose to take a collective between the two teams, collectively up to 5 minutes between rounds, if either team happens to wish to take it. So with that, one of the teams do. Imagine it might be Outlaws, but who knows? Either way, it's a smart move. Timeouts exist for a reason in other sports as well, right? This is the time where not only can you re-strategize, but you can breathe. You can take some hydration, get some water. Take a brisk walk around the house, maybe, if you need. Just basically clear the head, reset yourselves, because you got to be aware, for as much as these teams are going to war, and they are, that much is obvious. They have more rounds ahead of them, and furthermore, whoever wins this one, they still have potentially up to 10 rounds ahead of them if the upper bracket finals go to best of 5. And there's a bracket reset. You know, if the lower bracket team does win the first best of 5 against Leviathan, that will force a bracket reset into another best of 5. So, not joking when I say battle of attrition, and they need to be aware. This is a good time to use those 5 minutes.
It is definitely a good time, but they do have to be wary of batteries, because quests are a thing, and definitely if they've got a lot of play left, sorry, I got the hiccups, but if they've got a lot of play left, it is definitely going to be hard on those quests to keep their battery going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not only the external batteries, the internal batteries, all of the above for sure, but certainly that's a part of these tournaments is you got to come in and prepare to go the full length. Breaks will be ahead of course, in between some of those matches and getting to servers and such, and that's when we recommend players do plug in and whatnot, but yeah, as we see, I mean, to declare a winner, to declare a champion of a 5-month-long season, or really any kind of season, that's why it does come down to these longer tournaments, because it's not just about one and done. It's not just about going in for one match and then you're done for the day. It's about going in for a match, clutching it up, and then doing it again, and then doing it again, and then doing it again. And not just 3 rounds either, 5 rounds in these final matches. So it's the true test of pace, of stamina, and of strength, not only physically, because it's a physical game, but mentally, as a team and as individuals. These are one of the things I love casting matches of finals as a caster now, but as a player as well. One of those things that can't be replicated exactly in the casting booth. I mean, I get excited, believe me, but there's nothing quite like just the intensity, the physicality of the final day of a season.
I am excited to be here. This is my first VRML season, and obviously I got to play and my team got to finals. I've seen both sides of it now. It's definitely interesting to see. I am absolutely loving being in the casting booth here tonight. It's just an amazing experience, and I must say I'm super happy to be here, and it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh yeah, and I forgot on the note of the casting booth. I can pull us up. So you're at least looking at, you guys are looking at a little something while we're in intermission here. But yeah, I mean, we appreciate you guys for tuning into these streams. And as Kit was mentioning, it's it's our pleasure to cast these games, of course. But all community ran here in VRML. For those unaware, this is how it started. It was all based on how could the community of the games that we love to play, how could we advance that and take the esports aspect to a new level? How can we take the production, the casting, the frequency of casting, all of the above, and be able to feature our teams, our players of the games that we specifically love to play and we're part of first. So as from the mod teams to the casters, the creators, we're all from Echo. In our other games, Onward that we support, and Pavlov and Snapshot, and it's the same kind of case where we're pulling from the communities because it's the players who dedicate their free time to these games. That's how we guarantee the fact that we're gonna get the best quality cast, because we know the players here they treat it with that kind of intensity, that kind of seriousness, that kind of respect. So it's a joy. I concur.
I absolutely love casting. It looks like that was the perfect time to get the unpause there. It's like the teams knew.
Still 40 seconds though. They got us again. They juked us.
I hate that so much.
Yeah. So a few minutes there, timeout, and another about 30 seconds, and we'll be heading back to the other round. So you don't have to stare at us too much longer. You're gonna get to stare directly into the eyes of the Echo units. I don't know. That was less intense than I wanted it to sound, but I had nowhere to go. Nonetheless, though, 15 seconds left on that. You can see everyone here putting up some incredible stats, obviously, and you're going to get that, especially in a 3-round series or best of 5, as the case may be here. There's no one who is slacking on the floor. Offensively, you see some players with huge numbers in there. Defensively, you see players with huge numbers. Assist as well. I mean, everyone's contributing one way or the other, and with that, we're going to get back to the 4th round here. So get ready, let's go. Best of 5, and let's see if, for Outlaws, if they're able to stay alive, they need this win.
They definitely do need this win here. They do win the joust. It will be Cosmo picking up that disc, looking for the pass off to the shield there, and they take the first points of the round, 10 seconds in.
Okay. More than okay, in fact. That was exactly what the doctor ordered. Gish with a sweet shot there to start it. Good once more for the side here of Outlaws, because that, if I do remember correctly here, wasn't it Hydra who scored the first times in at least 2 of those first 3 rounds?
That is correct. I think Hydra scored first in every single round. Outlaws with the intercept there, clearing it the whole way down, bouncing off the post there. It will be recovered there by Outlaws, not quite able to get the shot off. Shadowrunner now with it, going to look for options, going to walk it forward, going to look for that clear. Is the stack going to get there? Just overshooting that disc, and Cosmo with it now, going for that long clear. Diggy off once again. It will be Outlaws now with it, looking for that 3-pointer, and it bouncing off the backboard there. Gishnish Goo with the 3-pointer. They take the lead to 5 in the first minute and a half.
That looked like a really difficult angle. I didn't think that backboard shot was going in. I don't think teammate there, whoever that was sailing by, Camjam, I think, also thought it might have been off, but hey, that bounced perfectly in. Shout out also Cosmo, who had almost an amazing under-mail slot shot. Kind of rare to see those ones, but it was almost great. Had a good angle on that. Shadow Rainer with the disc and looking for their first points now.
They are looking for the first points there. The pass across there, getting stunned out. Maybe looking for that ender, not quite able to pull it off though. That clear, not able to make it out, and will be recovered there by Slamish. Slamish going for a pass off to Vapor, not able to connect though. It is bouncing loose through that midfield. The stack from Outlaws incoming, and incoming fast, but Vapor is able to get the disc away. A great tap down there, and it will be Shadow Rainer looking for that backboard, just dinging off the post, however, and recovered once again there by Outlaws, but no, the intercept from Slamish.
And Shadow will find the goal. Some tricky maneuvering around with the arms. Didn't know which direction they was going to dunk it, and just knew it was going to be at 1. And will find their first 2 points, assisted by Slamish there. Nice job, though, to trick out the defense a little bit.
Oh, breathing is important here. I keep forgetting. It is Outlaws now with that just advantage. CamGMG now looking for that pass all the way down. There is no one there. Bouncing off the backboard there. Cosmo looking to recover it. The stun coming through from Goblin and the slap out there by Shadow Rainer. Vapor able to recover it. It is bouncing loose. However, there is a stack back from Outlaws. Able to pick it up there. Looking for that clear once again. But Slamish with it. But CamGMG right on his tail, able to get that intercept, and it is going to bounce down. Now just overshooting that disc. It is loose still. It will be Shadow Rainer getting there first, slapping it into some Geo. It is back and forth. Possession not able to stay in one team's possession.
And going back to Vapor here, and will be in their possession. There is a midfielder, evades it though, hits that station block. And will be taken back by CamJam, though. That's going to bounce right to Gishnishku and loses the handles on the disc there, it seems. So Goblinity able to retain, at least for a moment, but will be taken back by Cosmo, finding CamJam. So well communicated here, but there is some dangerous defense on the area, trying to distribute. Goblinity takes it there and sends it right tunnel. And they are right online now for the stack, but they got to be careful on the overshoots, and they successfully find the clear. That's going to bounce pretty close as well to the goal, and nearly in as a recovery here. Might still be for a 3, but off the dome, I think, and into the bubble.
It will be recovered by Hydra once again, looking for that pass down there. Goblinity now looking for that clear downfield, but Outlaws back with that stack. They have just gotten an absolute drive and a fight to win here as they need to. Gishnishku now with that clear down, and it's in! What a shot there in the trench and into the goal. They take the lead to 6 points.
Insane shot there. Nice bounce. Didn't even need to see the goal. Just knew where to put it on the floor. Big hit. And with a halfway through this round, that is a nice turnaround and a much desperately needed one, obviously, for Outlaws here. At stake is the rest of their finals. They must win this one to continue playing in this tournament, in this best of 5. So they are showing up at the right time.
Pass there, and Cosmo with the intercept, but Goblinity able to get a stun off there, able to get possession back, looking for that pass up to the ceiling there, not quite on, and Cosmo is going to recover it, stunning out Vapor. Oh no, coming off the head of a teammate there, recovering it now is Hydra. Shadow Rainer looking to pick it up, but Cosmo getting in the way there, clearing it out, getting stuck in that trap area. Who is going to get to that disc first? It will be Slamish looking for that clear once again. It doesn't make it out, it is loose. The stun's coming through, and Vapor able to get a hand on it once again, getting it through there. Slamish looking to track it down, almost getting stunned out, bouncing off some Geo there, but it's still in the hands of Hydra. A great stun coming through there by Outlaws. Still got control here. Can they get some points on the board? They look for that backboard. It just goes off once again, and it will be back in the hands of Outlaws.
Oh, with every one of those dings and those narrow misses, I can feel the heat there, the intensity. And speaking of the intensity, Silver Ridge, I mean, what more can you say except phenomenal? Another save that's going to graze by the hands of Silver Ridge and pass that goal well into the tunnel now. And another opportunity maybe at a rebound. Let's see. Slamish beyond the reach, however. Going to grab it up high and bounce it down low. Nobody home except the opposite team, which is to say Silver Ridge with a grab, with the juggle, with the disc. There's Cosmo. Will it make? And no, missing as well. Off again. And tough misses here from both sides of the floor as they fight ever more for this fourth round, rather.
Fourth round sounds weird. It bouncing down into that trench there, and Cosmo is going to recollect that disc looking for a clear out. It is going to bounce off the cloud there, picked up by Vapor, clearing it back out, and it is going to go loose. A great leech there by Shadow Rainer, not able to recollect the disc though, and Outlaw is going to track it down once again, looking for that clear back through, but no, Goblinity is there, going to keep possession, bait out that defense, maybe get their offense to set up. Vapor now looking for Shadow Rainer. Shadow Rainer looking for that shot, but coming straight off Silver Ridge's head.
And ahead of the game he is. Can they do it again? Vapor trying to send it in. Again, that's going to be off of the, I want to say off the dome, but you know what? Goblinity sticking with the play. There were a lot of grabs in quick succession there. So hard to follow, and yet the follow-up shot will land in their 4th point.
What a play there. just both teams coming out so strong here and just doing an incredible job. Outlaws with that Joust advantage now, and only 4 points behind is Hydra. Gonna slow down the play here a little bit. That stack coming in from Outlaws, not able to penetrate through though. And Goblinity looking for that pass up to the ceiling to Vapor there. Vapor dodging that defender, dodging the second defender, looking for that shot, but getting stunned out on the wind up. Goblinity now looking to chase down that disc, getting stunned out by the stack. The stack gets it clear, but no, the stack is missed there. Recovered though. Can they get the points here? Looking for that backboard. It doesn't quite make it up there. Silveridge now with it. Gonna look for that pass off. It doesn't connect. It is bouncing loose in the bubble there. Cosmo gonna tap it back for a reset.
And sending it back, though, there's a lot of pressure coming out there. Shadow Rainer trying to man the goal at the moment. Cam Jam diving in with a little duck and finds himself up by 6 in round 4.
There is going to be about 1:10 left in this round. If Hydra wants to take this in 2, they will have to get 2 3-pointers fairly soon. I don't think it's possible to get 3 2s, not with the way this game is playing out.
Yeah, definitely the pace favoring very much so. Actually, wow, that would have been massive. Now they can still get there. They'll get the 2. Bring it back within 4 points, in fact. And one of those situations where, well, much like the last couple rounds, down to the last minute. Go figure. This is an excellent finals here. Lower bracket finals we're seeing. I mean, they're putting everything on the table. So, I mean, full credit to these teams. This is it's so exciting.
It is so exciting there. Outlaw's going to go for that clear down now. It is going to bounce back into the Hydra bubble. The backline player waiting for it now. They are going to have to score fast here if they want to stay in this round, but it looks pretty good for Outlaws here. The stacks coming in perhaps, but Outlaws getting possession here, and I believe we are out of mathematical time. We will be taking this to a 5th round.
Oh boy, I love it when this kind of history repeats itself. We saw this in OCE last season. We're seeing it again here. The goal just missed, but a rebound also missed thanks to Silveridge, and Silveridge did it again. Silver is gonna expend all that defensive energy by the end of this, I swear. I don't know how he does it. That motor is ridiculous, but you know what? Lining up the saves. What's more ridiculous though, Kit, is the fact that Outlaws, I mean, I think that timeout they took between rounds, that had to help massively. They came out the gate so hot, and they didn't really stop. I mean, really successful return in a moment where it was obviously absolutely crucial to their entire season that they do so.
It wasn't crucial that they won that round. It is 2-2 in the rounds. We are in a 5th round here, and I'm going to take a quick hydration break because I definitely need it coming into this 5th and final round for this game.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, these teams, I'm sure it's the same exact thing for them. We get heated here on the casting end of things, but imagine these players, everything they're doing, obviously, as all of our viewers, or many of our viewers definitely well know. It's a physical game, and when you're playing 5 full rounds, this is an hour-long battle just about that these teams will be finding themselves in, and they've still got more to go. You know they're sweating. It's physical. Everything they're doing, it's physical. They're not pressing buttons so much as swinging their arms. Jumping, ducking, expending all that energy. So this is truly a battle to behold, and I'm almost scared because of the fact that there might be a couple more hours of this in the upper brackets, depending on where we go. That said, where we are going, 5th round, decisive rounds, all comes down to this. This is our 3rd place matchup. Winner will guarantee top 2, and the loser will go home just outside right before that final stretch.
Silveridge now recovering that disc, looking for that clear. It bounces back, but is still able to be recovered there.
I fixed it, don't worry. Things happen, but that said, we're back in the game. Apologies for the quick tech glitch. I think as much as we're heated, sometimes the assets also get heated. They just can't stand these round 5s. It wears us out.
And it will be Outlaws gonna take that 3-pointer. They are hungry for this. Both teams absolutely hungry, fighting to stay in this. This round decides the fate of these 2 teams.
And the fate of all of OCE. that is definitely as ominous as I wanted to make it sound this time. I mean, this is a tight-knit community here. Super close. Everyone knows each other. Very reminiscent of how it was in Echo in times not that long ago, as I do see some of familiar faces and some familiar veterans in the chat there. But OCE is much like that here. So the pride is just immense right now. These players are playing hard, and they are playing at a level that is just amazing to behold in this long stretch of games in the 5th round. The deep of things, the thick of things. A rebound here coming from Goblinity of all things. It's Vapor dancing, but now Cosmo sending it after the grab. How many times again? Cosmo's defense is just something else on that outer edge of the bubble. Very, very consistent.
Absolutely, and Goblinity able to recover the disc here, looking for that clear, maybe a pass. It is going to bounce off that wall there and be recovered by Outlaws, getting the clear out, but getting stuck in that trap area. CamJamG now with the disc, dancing around that defender, getting the pass off to Cosmo. Cosmo going back to Cam. Cam now walking forward with it, but the stun from Hydra and the stun there from Gish. And it is going to go back into that bubble, looking to break through that defense, but not quite, and Hydra gets the disc once again.
Okay, so after the quick 3 to start things off, scoreless for the last minute and a half or so. Gish Nishgu with the disc here, but Gish actually losing the arms, and that's also happened a couple times in this match, so just losing a grip on the disc. This is going to open things up for maybe a play, but holding on to it a bit too long. Maybe the communication a little bit delayed there on behalf of Hydra, so this will open things for maybe a 1-on-1, 2-on, no, actually a stack coming in, so as I say that, making up for it with speed, a clear successfully through, and now another chance as a stack, it looks like, starting off first and getting there with an open goal for 3, missing a glancing blow, and they will still be stuck at 0 at least for a moment.
And it is going to be brought into the bubble there, looking for that cut pass and taking the shot. They get their first points of this round. Definitely only 1 point behind now, but they definitely are able to catch up as much as Outlaws will be able to run away with this round. It is definitely going to be interesting to see what both teams do here. And it has been so close in this game.
Absolutely, and wouldn't have it any other way in the finals. It's Cosmo on the edge of that tunnel will send it back. Now playing aggressively off that defensive launch. Teams overshooting a couple different times, but taken by Slamish eventually. That's going to bounce into the bow tie and back towards that tunnel. Gish hitting the brakes, trying to avoid being hit as well by the pending defender coming by. There's another stack coming in fast, so needing to be careful of that. You can see a lot of the speed here is buying some great opportunities, certainly for Outlaws, so that's something that they're going to need to address here if you're Hydra in the latter minutes of this round, as it still, well, remains rather low scoring, but 6 minutes left.
It's bouncing loose back into that midfield. It looks like Hydra's going to get there first, but Cosmo hot on Goblinity's tail. A great pass down to the floor there. A great pass across it. And are they going to go for the cut here? They're going to go for that goalie stun, looking for that shot. Not quite able to make it, though. The disc is bouncing loose. CamJam able to get a hand on it. Shadow Rainer is there to pick it up. Looking for that pass down to the floor there. Now walking it forward, looking for that pass back out. Looking for that shot, but Silveridge with the stop. Absolutely on fire with these saves tonight.
Like I said, that tank does not ever go on empty, it seems like, for Silveridge. Still able to maintain that precise focus somehow after all of this action we've seen across the last hour. It's incredible. This might set them up for another goal potentially here. CamJam trying to gather that. Takes a few extra seconds and some mishandles and some stuns. Vapor will take it right back for him. And Hydra now some offense with the stacks already on the way.
Oh, but then now looking for that long shot and just bouncing off the inside of the goal there. It is recovered by Outlaws, but Vapor gets a hand on it. Looking for that pass down there to Slamish. Slamish now looking for that pass into the... Looking for a shot there, but Silveridge again, just absolutely on fire in that goal. Another save. Shadow now with the pass down to the floor there to Goblinity. Back up to the shield there, looking for that goal. And Silveridge again!
You absolute monster. I want you to know when you watch this later, you're a monster. Going for the goal again. More and more saves. Those The thing is, those were good looks. Those were pretty high percentage shots, fairly close to the goal. To have those saved again and again, that's going to weigh down on a team's mentality. That is going to hurt, and that is going to start weighing down the next time around when you go into the goal. You're going to start thinking about that more and more as a team, so that's going to be a big, big factor. The overshoot there is going to cost the open 3, and maybe I take that back because I still get there in time, but taken out by Vapor, and right back by Cosmo. Now again, Goblinity, right tunnel, but there's a midfielder there. Silverridge, of course, going to play goalkeeper in the mid lane as well. Why not? Add it to the repertoire. That is out of there, and yet again, the defense, though, from Silver not providing any points and getting into the other side of the floor, so it's kind of a unstoppable force, a movable object type of thing. We're seeing some great offense, some great defense, and now just losing the hands.
The tracking! Oh my goodness, Slamish now picking it up in that midfield, going for that pass to Goblin. Goblin now looking for that shot, and it's a 3-pointer. They take the lead by 2 points.
Big hit, and honestly, I'm more stunned that wasn't saved, which is to say, it wasn't an easy one necessarily. He was turning around into it. But I'm in the mode now where my default expectation is just a save every single time. That is a huge hit there. Pulling ahead by 2, only 3 minutes and 19 seconds left. Need I remind you guys again, as if I haven't said it enough, this is a 5th round. These teams have been going at it for nearly an hour, and they've still got more to spare. So their gas tanks, I mean, some of them are no doubt running on low at this point, but they have got to ride high and maybe look for that passing play from up above, delivering for a tie. Cam Jam G from Cosmo.
Hide game hype here in round 5 with just over 2.5 minutes left in this game.
Nearly every one of these rounds have been 11-6, 4-2, 12-9, 10-6. I mean, within 1 to 2 goals every one of these rounds. This has been a ridiculous game. Goblinity trying to make it more so, just continuing to make moves. The spin cycle will lose the disc, but trying to retain and recycle. But Silverridge there with a pickoff back to left tunnel midfield there again. Actually squeezes right by.
Disc is loose there, the overshoot there, the stack coming in from Hydra, able to get back in time for the play there. It is bouncing loose in that tunnel, but Silverridge is there looking for that clear, doing a bit of a spin, not quite able to get it out, but still recovering it. Moving forward now, looking for that pass option. It doesn't quite connect, but still able to recover it. A great stun there by Hydra, able to get control back over that disc. The disc is now loose in the Outlaws half. The stack's coming in. Can they get the disc here now? It will be Vapor trying to chase it down, getting a hand on it, but 2 players on top of him and not able to get that clear all the way out. Cam Jam now with the long clear, looking for that long shot, perhaps not quite able to make it, and Shadow going to try and track down that disc. Cosmo coming in hot, looking for that pass up the field there, looking for that 2-pointer, looking for that pass. Actually, it goes loose and back in the hands of Cosmo. A great stun there by Hydra, and going into the goal there is Gish Nish Goo, taking the lead to 2 points.
I am baffled here. First of all, a big shot coming in from Gish, but between Gish and Cam Jam in that tunnel, I saw 2 different just turnaround behind the back type shots. To take that in the round 5 with 1.5 minutes left of gameplay when it's a tied game, bold as ever, but it's live or die. It's live by the sword, die by the sword. Right now they're living, they're up by 2, but trying to react here. It's got Blinny to come back and tie it up once again. That's been the story of this match, really the whole hour of play. It's gonna be a passing play. Dove upon there coming up to Vapor. Vapor somehow with Silverridge doing it again. The absolute insanity from that man inside the goal. If they win, it's gonna be off the backs of that defense with 40 seconds remaining.
We're going down. It is bouncing up there. Cam Jam lining up that shot and not quite on. The defense back from Hydra. Great stun out there. They're going to need to get it back down and back down fast. The disc is loose. Going back to that backline player of Silverridge. Passing it down here now. There is 20 seconds left. The clear is made by Hydra. Can they follow it? Stacks. Can they do it? They do. Can they get the points? They do. We're going to overtime.
Oh, you couldn't write it better than that. Unbelievable! Overtime on the way in round 5 of the lower bracket finals. It could not possibly get better than this. What a clutch.
What a clutch goal. They do it, and we have overtime.
Unbelievable. And yet, oh, so sweet. Wow.
It all comes down to this. Who is going to go home and who is going to go to the finals?
Sudden death And I mean that in so many more ways than one here. Wow. So the winner of this joust here going to be important. KamJam actually taking possession, sending it deep down. No one on that field, but trying to stack back into it. It's going to be loose. It's going to be overshot now, slapped out. This is for the lives of these teams. Whoever loses this one, they are third place. They do not advance in this tournament. The winner goes on to face Leviathan next. So on this round, it's going to be passes around that bubble, finding Cosmo with a shield, but no, it's taken back here, and KamJam will win the game in sudden death, and that is it. Killer match it was.
What a killer match at that! 5 rounds and overtime! What a play there! Outlaws coming out on top, facing Leviathan in that final!
Unbelievable. That's all I can say. What a match, and we're not even done on the day. I'm floored right now. This is exactly what happened last season, season 2 finals. The same type of thing. We went to round 5s and lower bracket and upper bracket. Wow, thrilling, well-earned victory, without a doubt. And mad respect to both these teams. And Outlaws clutched it up absolutely. KamJam, the OG, one of the OGs of OCE, doing the dirty work there, true to the Outlaw name. But for Hydra, I mean, tough loss. But man, oh man, they should be feeling a lot of pride because they performed incredibly. Both these teams did.
They performed absolutely incredibly there. I definitely think Silver Ridge needs a shout out. I need to look at that stat. He had 15 saves. 15.
I mean, yeah, I don't think words are just, and so many of them weren't easy ones. I mean, a lot of them, it wasn't a case of just haphazard, 3-point shots that turned into a save. There were a lot of them that were just flat out head on. I mean, we're talking within feet of the goal, within that 2-point range. So, as I said, that defense, I mean, there were multiple, if you add them up between some of those rounds, there were some serious game-winning plays there just on the defensive end. A lot of that anchored around Silver Ridge inside that goal. But, stellar play in the clutchest time of the season. This is where you make, as if people didn't already know the name Silver Ridge here in OCE, now especially streaming here globally and a lot of people tuning in from all our regions. I mean, that name is going to be known as our Outlaws and Hydra in this community as some really talented players.
Absolutely talented players here. A massive 15 saves to Silver, as people were asking there. I'm not going to math. I'm going to cheat and use the in-game stats. But they had 28 saves on the side of Outlaws. It wasn't just Silver Ridge in that goal either. 8 saves to KamJam there. 3 to Cosmo and 1 to Gish. 3 to Gish. I can count, I promise. But yeah, 28 saves total there. And 15 saves by Hydra there. So they still did well in that goal. But just unstoppable defense from both sides here.
And unstoppable is this stream. I mean, man, I'm exhausted in a good way. Not complaining, but I can only imagine these players. The thing is, there are a lot of in these finals battles and wars that occur over the course of matches. But the scary thing, the tough thing, is that Outlaws has to go back and now face the team in a best of 5, the same team that sent them here in the first place to the lower bracket. It was a matchup a lot of people, I think, in OCE expected here for the brackets to end up as. And it was nearly a threat of not even happening thanks to a Hydra's stellar play. But, I mean, they just got done for the last hour doing that. And now, as I said, I mean, if you want to be a champion, boy, oh boy, do you have to prove it multiple times over the course of a single weekend. Because they're going to need to do it again before the end of this night.
Holy, I cannot wait to see what happens next. The final coming up really soon. Leviathan and Outlaws going to go at it.
There they are, and I was like, forget to bring ourselves on screen again. That's okay, because I had, like I said, I'm not joking. I'm sweating here. A mix of where I live and also just a mix of the intensity of these games. I mean, this is, yeah. Why am I here at 1:18 a.m. my time? I don't need to explain. Just look at what we saw. Look at what we saw. That's all I need to say, because that's why. You know, sleep is for the dead, and maybe after this weekend, I'll be halfway there. But I would not miss these kind of events for the world, for the very reasons of that. I mean, this is literally, these are the most anticipated matches of the entire year so far, 2021, and yeah, providing some very enjoyable moments, to put it mildly. With that said, though, yeah, anything else you want to shout out there, Kit, or shall we take a, I imagine, momentary break and just kind of line up our next streams before we crown some new champions soon?
Let's take a quick break, but what a game. 5 rounds and into OT.
Yeah.
What a game.
I just challenge, some way, somehow, to top that match, Leviathan and Outlaws. And the scary thing is I actually believe it's possible. So stay tuned. We're going to go to a break, and yeah, for those who've joined us across, because I'm taking a look at our Twitch chat, of course, and we're also in venues, which we're always incredibly happy to be a part of. We're on Facebook Live and YouTube Gaming for these big end-of-season events and these weekend cups. So anywhere you are, I mean, I see a lot of you definitely in the Twitch side of things, recognizing some familiar names from North America and Europe and what have you. So, I mean, everyone's excited for these finals. Everyone's excited for the EU finals, for the NA finals, for the 3 new champions or returning champions to be crowned by the end of the next 24 hours. So I appreciate you guys. It's late for you guys, and I mean, I know you're here for a reason too. And yeah, with that though, I'll stop rambling. So intermission, bear with us. We're gonna cool on off, and so are those teams, but we'll be back in a jiffy, I do expect. So, BRB.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make, and I can help you decide who you're loving now and how I'm not quite there.
Yeah, the near side trap gonna be picked up by Game, trying to send out, but Jason there with the recovery, gonna be sent all the way through, picked up there by Mozzie. Mozzie has the open lane. Whoa, what a save there from Ryan. One of the biggest saves in the round 2. It's gonna send all the way through. Jaywalker has an open lane, and that was on 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
offensive players, once they get into the bubble zone, that's allowing them to stack up much more quickly as it's on the ground. Moonface, oh, what a save there by Cruzen, and he sends it out. And again, that stack is together.
Saves now as he recollects the disc and maybe looks for an attacking opportunity, but this may be just as important, if not more important, than Challenger Cup, because this will get them for the opportunity to get into Challenger Cup. But Goran Jr.
bouncing out of the bubble back to his teammate though. Intentional pass. Random cross pass to Lord of War. Lord bounce shot, and it's good. What a play. Sin take the lead 4-2.
3 is a 3, as I'm not sure anyone says, but it's a fact. So now, flying in, taking it is Zach, and putting 3 more on the board.
He's looking, he's juking, he's passing over to Pam, and Pam is going to pass it to Frost, who's going to sink it in for 2 early on here in this first round.
Let's see how Valkyries can respond here. They can't let that get them down.
See Swagwar as well in the chat, and I see a Cal 3-point goal. How about that? What was that? 2 seconds.
But unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up. That's going to get picked up by Menacing Mage. Menacing Mage over to Aureliorum. Aureliorum back over to Retep, who's going to sink it in.
Looking like Niles could not find the disc, as Stody can't find the disc. Down to Niles for the slam dunk, making an amazing response.
Pushing out as the lone man, the lone pressure, the forecheck. Jewel going to start walking up with this one. They have 2 of the bubble, passing it there to Speedy. What a setup.
Actually, sits that much farther down. That's not a bounce shot, but it's going to get picked up by his teammate, and they're going to hit the post. No! But there's not over yet, and the second time, it's good.
And likewise for Kopash.
In the goals there, trying to disrupt any shots making its way close to the goals there, and trying to pressure any nest shot and slamish.
Maiken getting a couple scores already, seeing if he can get some more. Oh, the Dusty! Oh, it must be! It's eyeing the cross opportunity, and look at that. Now, in this round, and maybe looking for the alley-oop. Oh, nice play to get it started for Tricksters.
The Tipu, that seems to be the kind of duo power that they've created here in this first round. Clean Mike sending over to the right, Tipu by the shield.
Aliosa with the fake, and again with the fake, and with the points.
And Maxanessa passes over to, oh wow, what a move.
To him, Fermat there with a backboarded play. Second attempt, no, Luke again. And Fermat to the nest, and firmly into the bottom pocket. Seems like minute 43 left, and inverting, converting, it's fallen.
Right shoulder, if he can find a few points, he will find the pass to Cosby, but the save.
For a passing play to the backboard, tapping off, looking for that lane, crazy kids.
Hajibet looking for another pass there to Aliosa. Aliosa looking for the shot, but Hollow with the save, and Haljibet with the steal.
It's a Vapor after a pretty good first round. It's a pretty great shot, found from 43 meters deep.
Over towards Gish. Now Gish off the floor, crossing it to the right.
Defense to turn it over and kind of an error that they wish they could take back. And you know what? They do. Paint those walls and try and get themselves those goals as a passing play. Midfield, Kopash down to Clean Mike. Clean Mike has to chuck it, and they will not. Oh my goodness, fallen. But with that, it's going to be Cosmo. And squeezing it through, go Fish.
Up there, finding those 3 points to open up the game, and the re-grabs.
It picked off by Clean Mike. Oh, everyone diving, but no one surviving. All right. It's been a night, suffice to say. This is the finals. Welcome to it. Can you believe it? We just had a stellar 5-round series that ended in 5th round overtime between Hydra and Outlaws. Outlaws, after playing an hour straight, 7 rounds in a row, dating back to the upper brackets earlier on. Guess what? They just completed a tough match, possibly the toughest of their careers here in Echo. And they've got to go up against in another 5-rounder against the team who sent them to the lower brackets. And not only that, if they want to win the championships, guess what? They've got to win twice in 2 5-round series. For Leviathans in the first seed and claiming the undefeated record in the cup here for the finals weekend, they only have to win 1 best of 5, and they will be the 2-time champions as a team. Kid Catastrophe, talk to me. This is it. We're ending the last 5 months of OCE season within this next hour or 2.
My goodness, what a season it has been. It's just been absolutely awesome, and I can't believe we're here right now. It just doesn't seem real. We've been going at this for 5 months, and here we are now, finishing it all off today. We will have our champions of VRML Season 3, the OCE region, today. It's just unbelievable. It is, and I mean, working hard are the players, casting hard are the casters, and modding hard are the mods. Everyone is... Again, it's a culmination of a full seasons of effort, a full season of just love and passion for the league and for Echo Arena specifically, right? I mean, this is what we're made for, what we're built for, what we love to do. So I'm thrilled to bring you the finals of OCE, the first round of it. So again, just so everyone's clear here, best of 5. If Leviathan wins this best of 5, if they win 3 rounds, they are the champions. Outlaws, they have to win 3 rounds. And then they have to win 3 rounds again. There would be a bracket reset. It's the winner's advantage because Leviathan stayed in that upper bracket, went undefeated. So they have to lose twice. And as these teams get a little bit loose on some of the dancing around, I dig it. You know, buying some more time for a little bit rest and recovery, I guess. Enjoying themselves. You know what? So are we. This is Echo's about fun like this. Love it. Well. That said, nothing can last forever, and same with that dance as we do get ready to go mighty soon. So yeah, everyone in the Twitch chat as well. There's everyone in venue stream and YouTube and Twitch and just everywhere you are. You're in the right place, right time, as I said, because this is the end of the line for the season. And let's see, just checking up here. And I think teams maybe, as I said, I think part of the dancing was just to kind of stall a little bit, potentially. I can't necessarily blame them just from my own end, because as I said, I'm worn as a caster. That was exhausting, that 5-rounder. It was just absolutely such a great game, and to lose by just that narrow amount, Hydra should be definitely proud of themselves and proud of the way that they performed. It was an absolutely awesome game. Outlaws should be proud of themselves too. They're now here in the finals. And I want to be selfish. I want to see this go.
Go for it. 10 rounds?
Wait, I want to see it go to 10 rounds.
Woo. All right, well, I don't think my heart is ready, but my voice... Well, it might be ready until it's not. We'll see. We'll go for it. But yeah, in the meantime, I mean, as these teams wait a little bit, I want to thank, of course, Alduin in the moderators end of things here, organizing the teams and helping out on the production end. Of course, we also had other mods contributing throughout the streams, including Captain Wigglepants, Gilligan, Wit, I want to say. I never want to miss names, but man, there's been so many names going in and out of my head the last 28 hours because of all these casts. It's easy to get jumbled. All I know is everyone has been doing their part to help out. And with no further ado, finals. OCE, Kit Catastrophe, Palador on the casting and cameras. We're off. Let's get it.
Leviathan winning that joust but Outlaws stunning out that stack, but still able to recover it is Leviathan. Looking for that back pass. It doesn't connect to anyone. Cosmo is going to pick up that disc now. Look for that. Trench clear there. It is bouncing loose now. Leviathan looking to get back to it first. Getting the little bit of a tap off there, but recovered by Outlaws once again. But no, the defense is strong here. Punta now inverting and looking for that clear, but Silveridge is there recovering the disc.
And recovering it, though, will be actually Cam Jam G. The heroics in that last round, the last series versus Hydra, in an epic fashion, got that last play to win the game. See if they can start off with that same kind of momentum. Gish Nishku will do just that. The first two for them. And that is a question. Basically, the balance here that I want to see answered in the next few minutes. One, how tired are the Outlaws from that last series? Two, how iced are Leviathan from not playing the last hour and a half? It's basically two different extremes, and I'm not sure which one's actually going to win out here.
Well, Leviathan definitely do have the time to warm back up again.
And trying to warm up into their offense. Let's see. Will actually be lost, though. Gish, the take back, and on the stacks. There you go. They are warm. They're hot. And that is a very tight angle on the shot. Would have been impressive, but maybe could have used a couple extra seconds, too. Tough angle to make, and a 4-point lead early on this Leviathan team would be a doozy. They still might get that, too. Let's see. And no, it's zeros, but Cosmo with a denial and back into the goal. And unfortunately, a goal so strong, looks like it crashed someone out on the blue side.
Looks like we did have a crash out there. We do have that pause come through there. Just, I'm excited to see this game. This game has already got me on the edge of my seat, awaiting to see what will happen. Just, I'm mind blown at both of these teams and how they've played so far, and there's still plenty more Echo Arena to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So a timeout here, and having to use it rather early, so kind of an unfortunate turnaround. Again, coming off of already an hour and a half of resting since that last match for Leviathan, but now needing to find their fourth player back here. So hopefully that will come to fruition here real soon. But for the moment as well, timeout here. The music presented by Fixed Gaming, of course. And as for the rest of our season sponsors, all contributing to the VRML efforts and the prize pool, of course, of the players, these teams that they're playing for right now. Across our three regions, $8,200 in value between cash and prizes. For the OCE start of things, this burgeoning region competing for their share. First place there, $250 there from ProTube, Asterion, VRWare, and VRML. Will be the HyperX providing some headsets as well to our champions. Cloud Alphas as well as Cloud Earbuds. We've got VR covers. We got some sweet VRML jerseys, which you saw me wearing there on the webcams. Partially, anyways, of what you could see of me, I suppose. I'm not a very good displayer of our own merch, I suppose, huh? But nonetheless, it's a sweet jersey. Trust me in that. I love it. One of my many jerseys in the collection now, along with all the other shirts from teams that I own. And subtle flex. And of course, some badges, unique in-game badges there for our finalists and for our champions of our seasons for each region, coming in there courtesy of Ready at Dawn. So a lot of great stuff there. Second place will take home a couple $100 as well. And yeah, I mean, again, more so than anything else, more so than the prizes itself, it's a matter of pride, because you know these teams, they care so much, Kit, because it's so much work across these last several months, and it means a lot to be able to walk around and call yourself the best of a region, in any region.
Absolutely. I am super excited. We have that unpaused in Leviathan with that joust advantage now. Looking for that pass downfield. It doesn't quite make it, but still able to recover it is Leviathan. Leviathan moving forward now. Looking for that pass across. Not quite looking for that pass just yet. Gonna move forward, not being pressured. Pressure added now. Able to get that pass off. Looking for the pass back there. And it will be put into the goal there. Silver just getting a hand behind it, but the Force not able to stop that goal from going in.
And I want to shout out too, real quick. I know when we're live on these multiple channels, big streams, we don't always get a chance to do that as much. But yeah, I mean, I see a lot of, again, familiar names. Saw Jaywalker in there, Strembitsky, Locky. I mean, a lot of these master tier players that we were seeing across our multiple regions and playing at that high level, and also supporting our other regions here at that high level. So glad to see them. We'll be seeing more of them in the coming hours, as new champions or retaining champions will still be yet to be crowned in the future. But I mean, it's good to see the full community from all of our regions represented here in Echo, and I love it. It's the best time of season.
I must admit, as an OCE player, it is awesome to see those names pop into the chat at this time, especially with the time of hour it is in NA at the moment. I believe it's 3 a.m.-ish EST, and a bad shot there by Cosmo. Not expected at all. I don't think that one was aimed, but anything that goes in, of course, is 100% aimed, because that's the name of the game. It goes in, right? I mean,
67 meters deep. It's a shot. Funnily enough, based off the plays we've seen today, it's all. I mean, that is one of.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's one of the least hype plays that's happened today, and that's not because it wasn't a big shot. It's the fact that we've seen some ridiculousness today, to the really highest degree, as these teams launch out again, going for a 2-point cut here, passing it, but actually missing the receiver, and no one really home. It's going to be taken back by Cosmo. They have an early lead here, so I think my question is already beginning to get answered, as another attempt at goal that will bounce dangerously close. But it seems like a bit quicker, a bit more hot on the footing is Outlaws off their last win, and nearly getting a goal, but good dive, Jimboreen.
Able to be picked back up by Outlaws there, going for that bounce shot, not quite able to make it in. Gish able to recover it though, looking for that pass out, but Soggy getting a hand on it, able to get the disc back out once again, but Silveridge is able to recover that clear, passing it down the floor there to Cam Jam. Cam Jam going to move forward, opt for that reset, going to walk it forward now is Silveridge. Silveridge going to come into that bubble, look for that pass, get past that defender, look for that shot, but Jimboreen with the save.
Oh, got clever with a shot too. Not the worst one. Gave a little bit of a look away. Was kind of miming the pass, and then threw it right into a goal. Almost tricked me out. But nonetheless, a pass here to Punda. Punda gets it above the goal, and then the stun coming out on Silveridge from Soggy Bunnings. Just as crucial as anything, quite frankly, because for some people who somehow missed the lower bracket finals, Silveridge had 15 saves in those 5 rounds. Probably more than that, and a lot of them were mega clutch. So any stuns on Silveridge is going to be crucial to getting some of these goals by.
Absolutely, and it will be Outlaws with that just advantage now. A quick pass off to Cam Jam. Cam Jam looking for that clear all the way down. It will be bouncing into that bubble. The stack back from Leviathan, getting there first. Now going to walk the disc forward. The stack forming, waiting for that clear. It isn't going to make it through the backline defense of Outlaws there. The goal is open. Looking for that backboard. It doesn't make it in. The players there looking for the disc now, and it will be picked up once again by Silveridge. Silveridge losing the disc there, but going back for it.
All right, Joel left it behind for a second, but still came back at the end of the day, and Jimboreen slings it out. Some stacks, good discipline there, avoiding those initial stuns, but it does end up in a pile-up. Cam Jam just saying hello, hello, seeing if they can get a pass to go right below that bubble area now as these teams approach that bubble, cutting in. I think Gish actually stealing it away from Cam Jam there. May have had a lane, but just a miscommunication. They're both there for the grab at the same time. This is going to be another clear that goes off that corner panel to the waiting arms of Soggy, perhaps. No, Cosmo actually beating him to the punch, literally as well. Some stuns going out, but nonetheless, a retrieval by Zeros, and back to Cam Jam on a steal. 2 in the goal, and 1 in the palm. It's Jimboreen with a grab, a save, a clear.
What a grab, what a steal, what a clear, and it will be picked back by Outlaws there, back in the hands of Cosmo. Cosmo going to pass it up to Cam Jam there. Cam Jam going to draw out that defender and put it in for 2, extending their lead back to 5 points.
Yeah, great job to take advantage. Cam Jam there, able to do some damage, and before all of the defense can get back. 2:45 remaining, a 5-point lead, so a modest scoring game. Kind of after that last series of rounds where we saw some low-scoring runs, some high-scoring ones, it was a question where this one turned out a bit in the middle thus far, but not all too much of a disadvantage still for Leviathan. Again, the retaining champions here. coming back and trying their best to defend this first round, but Outlaws, they are running hot off of that last series.
Bounce off the goal there after looking for that open three. Not quite able to make that pass, however, it is going to be cleared back down the stack from Outlaws there, but Jim Marine is able to get it. Cam Jam taking off Jim, however, getting that steal, but the intercept back from Jim. It still falls back into the hands of Cosmo. Cosmo to Cam. Cam back to Cosmo, but it doesn't quite able to be picked up. Still recovering it off the bounce, however, and passing it back.
And passing it forward, resulting in, well, a one-on-one, but a one-on-stun. Jimboree taking it out of there, clearing it again. A repeat of history, perhaps. It's 4 points on the board. They can make it 6 really quick, and they do stick that into the goal reel. Zeros brings them within 3.
Back within 3 points here. 1 3-pointer, and it'll be all tied up. There is just under a minute and a half left in this round, and it will be going to be a close one at that. It will be Outlaws with that joust advantage now. I'm interested to see what they are going to do. They look for that clear the whole way down. It is picked off by Soggy Bunnings. Snags.
And maybe a back pass about to happen here. Just trying to line it up and find the best angles. And you see, they opted to not back pass it. What happened? The defense stunned them out, and they pay with a turnover here. And the goal nearly, that just dings off somehow. And it's going to be retained, looking like by Cam Jam, tapping it back into the bubble, but diving out real zeros. So missed opportunity on either side here, sort of nullifying each other as it's back into the tunnel. Stacks going out, recovered first, looking, barring an overshoot there by Outlaws. In position, there's less than a minute left, 36 seconds in fact. So big plays need to happen rather quickly. Leviathan with some offensive opportunities now, less than half a minute.
Looks like they are trying to bait out that defense just a little bit, looking for that clear down, looking for that long clear. There is a goalie. It will be into the hands of real zeros there. They need a 3. They cannot take a 2. Stunning out that goalie, but Cam was there, and it will be putting now with it, but getting stunned out by their stack. They're ready to go, and the clear downfield, I think that is going to break it, and Outlaws will take round 1.
And well done to Cam Jam, coming off of the 5th round overtime game winner. Now just had a round saver to start off the first round. You gotta savor that. That is some clutchness coming in from the OG Cam Jam G. Able to do it on both ends just to secure these rounds. Like I said, this is where you make your name, or make your name more well known in Cam's case. That's a solid way to start. Leviathan now slightly on the heels. They've got a lot of buffer there, being in the winner's bracket and undefeated, but I'm sure they didn't anticipate or want, suffice to say, to go down in that first round and to have to come back from any type of deficit.
I don't think they wanted to either, and we do have a pause coming through there from one of the teams. Maybe it is very smart to take that break in between rounds. I mean, Outlaws played, what, an hour at least of Echo Arena just before this, and going into another best of 5, it's just, it would be exhausting for them. And Leviathan coming into this practically cold, having to wait for that time.
And speaking of known names, I see Wintry Ice in the chat. Let the world know Wintry Ice and winter has come, or is come. I kind of messed that one up. Never did watch Game of Thrones. I always intended to. Never did. Anyway, your name is known, and right now looks like timeout initiated here. We did see that dropout actually. Just to remind, for Leviathan, they had a player loss in the beginning of the first round, so had to spend a timeout there, tech timeout. Now opting for the mid-round timeouts, which doesn't count. I am noticing. I don't know if Stram's still in the chat. They paused at 41 seconds left on the countdown again. Man. But yeah, no, we got a pause here, and not a bad idea. Again, it's smart, quite frankly, especially in these finals where everything matters. There is no coming back. There is no day 3 of the finals weekend, so you got to make everything count. If you need to take 5 minutes between rounds, you take the 5 minutes between rounds. Absolutely.
I think it is such a smart thing to do. It's just a way to reset, calm the nerves, calm the play, calm the comms. It's just, overall, I would opt to pause it, to not pause it at all. Because, like, yeah, if you have a momentum going, but still, you don't want to go into a round rushing things. You want to go into it cool, calm, and collected so you can try and get that points and keep ahead. At least that's the way I think of it.
Yeah.
I guess that must be a personal opinion, but...
Well, I mean, either way, we'll see. We do get the unpause now. He's might heard in the background there, so he'll have still 40 more seconds, but looks like they're solidified in the game to the round 2 plans in this best of 5. This is the first series of it, so again, we could be here for as little as another 20 minutes, or actually no, another 30 minutes depending. So if Leviathan wins, we could be here for another couple hours though. Should Outlaws take this first series, I mean, this could go the full stretch. That's exactly what happened in Season 2 finals for OCE. That's why I was thrilled to see the same kind of history repeating just the last series around. You couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, it's exhausting, but in the best of ways, because what better way to end a season than with just a finale that you couldn't even write better if you tried. So with that,
I'm just absolutely gobsmacked at that last round still, and it's so close between these two teams, and it's been that way all season long.
And as these players launch out, first pick off there, Punda, but being stunned in the process. Up high, taken back by Punda, slapped actually into the bubble. Real Zero's missing the handles there. Gish Nishgu on the bottom of the floor. They're all meeting each other in that pile-up as it gets sent left lane, looking for their boost, but actually for Outlaws there, all three of them, they weren't even really looking for regrabs. They all just kind of tap boosted off each other once. So those kind of things could be a factor, especially in terms of that energy after all these rounds, and it will result in Punda with a goal for the first 2. So this time, clapping back to start things off.
They definitely are clapping back to start this off, and it was such a great play at that. And Leviathan can take the first points in this round. Definitely a great way to respond after losing that round 1.
And Gish Nishku now launching out, finding a pass to Cosmo, uncontested. A deep one, a little bit risky there. There's a couple defenders and see kind of finding themselves in no man's zone. So again there, and this is where I do actually question some of the fatigue playing a factor when you see just the small miscues like that, between the lack of regrabs in the midfield that last play around, or between the heave into like the long pass, which is very diveable, into 2 defenders at the bubble. It's the small things like that which tend to happen more the deeper you go into a tournament, and then the more energy that you've expended in that process. So it's a story to watch for sure.
Another little bit of dubstep disc there, but a great pass off to Soggy, and the great defense coming in from CamJam, but the Real Zeros stealing it back, able to get that pass off and going for that bounce shot. That was steezy, taking it just outside that bubble and throwing it off the backboard.
Nicely done, Real Zeros. Definitely a player who will hit those quite often. I'll put Real Zeros up there. I mean, other names that come to mind, obviously, Kopesh. I mean, there are certain strikers that just pull off things that you wouldn't think they could, but then they just do, and they do it fairly often as well. But Cosmo, there's a pass over to CamJam G. I was about to say, are we gonna see it? I felt something deep down that said CamJam's about to go for the backwards anchor, the Cam Classic, and in finals no less, Cam will Cam, and oh man, was that a highlight? Wow, jeez.
What a play there by CamJam, and Leviathan going into this joust advantage strong, looking for that pass, just bouncing off some Geo there, heading back, but the stack is there to recover it. Moving forward, coming off Gish's head, but stealing it back is the Real Zeros. The pass down to Punda, but the steal there by Cosmo. Cosmo going to clear it out. It getting stuck in that trap. Who is going to get there first? It will be Silveridge looking to get it down, but it doesn't quite connect there, but CamJam able to recover it there, looking for that throw up to one of the players on his team, but the great stun there, meaning the disc is loose, but a great steal from Gishnigu going down there, but Jimberine able to recover it.
My apologies to the chat too, I did miss that replay. Want to know why? Hold on, Cosmo's gonna get that. I'm gonna get this one for you. But I think on that CamJam shot, my hand was literally in my palm, therefore it was not on the button that I should have hit to capture the replay. I was face palming, and only because it was such a steezy shot. And anyone who's watched these streams for OCE, that's probably, I've probably seen Cam hit that shot, I don't know, across the last couple of seasons I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 10 times, I would estimate. So it's a Cam classic. He goes for it. He's very consistent with it when he does, but still ridiculous move to pull off in the finals.
And going to pass it down to the Real Zeros. The Real Zeros there looking for that backboard again. Not quite able to get it that time. Now Outlaws with that clear back down once again. They're going to follow it up with a stack there, but it breaks up. Silveridge going to go for that long shot, and he is going to convert it, taking the lead to 2.
Okay, so full credit now to Outlaws because Leviathan, they came out the gates hot. They scored the first 5 points, and look at this run now coming back from Outlaws here. You know, they're looking just as good now. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I know in terms of opinions, for those who watched the pregame and saw their records wise, I mean, for the regular season, both these teams were, I believe, 27-4 or something like that. Both identical records. Yeah, 27-4. Leviathan, the #1 seed. But I mean, these teams really neck and neck on the whole of the 5-month season. So cleared into the wedge now. We're going to be taken back by CamJamG. That's going to be a clear back into the lane. Trying to meet the stacks here. Everyone starting to pile up at the same time. Jimboreen with a recovery. 2-point lead. 5 minutes into the second round here. That's going to be a retrieval by Silveridge. So another heave and another bounce taken out there, and another one. So this is what I mean. Some of these clears I'm seeing and some of these shots, they are a bit uncharacteristic in the sense of this is finals. Cam's gonna do it, but man, like, so they're not making it easy on themselves. But I guess if they're going to do it, they're going to do it their way, and fair play to them.
The goal is open, and Cosmo is going to opt to take it right in for 2. They're going to dunk it in nice and close to the goal.
All right, so back on the board and back up by 4. There's 4 minutes remaining. We're in the second round. See once more people on the streams enjoying themselves and cheering on their teams and their players as they work their way through this very long tournament here tonight. Coming off again, a turnover. Silveridge, the defensive hero, across the streams tonight, sending a clear that does actually go wayward into the trap, but is retained by Cosmo. Cosmo needing to contest and perhaps going for that bounce shot, the boop shot, but will be a bit off, taken here by Real Zeros, who sends a pass over, just evading the defender. Panda now approaching the goal, recognizing the situation, and finding the pass. So Real Zeros eyeing down, but a miscommunication there, cutting in for the goalie instead of looking for the pass, and miscommunication will result in a turnover perhaps here, as Cosmo looks to try and punish that, but actually a clear just sends it right back into their own bubble before another one, but getting lost on a lot of these clears and not really finding that solid footing.
Is heading back towards the bubble there. Jimboreen getting stunned out, picked up there, looking for that long shot, not quite able to get a hand on it. Looking for that bounce shot now, but it is still in Outlaws' possession there. The goal is open, a miscommunication, all the players rushing back there, and a bit of a brawl happening. Leviathan getting a hand on it. It's still in that middle section there, and CamJam going to get the hand on the disc.
That was a lot of brawling going on there. Wow, almost impressive. I think also, again, a result of maybe some of the tiredness, right? It's like, oh man, I don't want to stack. Let me just punch everyone who's in front of me. That's a little bit easier to manage. But with that 4-point advantage and 2:37 remaining here, offense opportunity to bring it back within 1 or 2, depending on how this goes. But a good stun coming in from Gish, who bounces it below, gets a clear. Prepared is the stack. Silveridge and CamJam getting one regrab, missing the second one, and Silveridge there to retain. Sends it out, rushes it actually a little bit because there is defenders in that bubble, and those are the things that those little minor mishaps in communication, which could prove costly. But both teams actually having that go against them, so it's kind of nullifying on both of the sides.
Great steal there from CamJam, slapping it across the field there, bouncing into that trap area. Cosmo going to pick it up, look for that anchor clear, but the stack from Leviathan able to recover it, looking for that clear down the field there. It is going to bounce loose, and the stack coming in from Leviathan, not quite able to get there first. It is bouncing towards that midfield. Punda picking it up, pulling off an ender there, looking for that pass back down, and a passing play here from Leviathan. Going to walk it forward, maybe look for another pass. The pass getting stunned out. Another miscommunication there, and it will be picked up by CamJam once again. Not quite able to get it clear. A missed clear there, and it is the Real Zeros picking it up now, looking for that pass to reset the play. It doesn't quite connect.
And Outlaws here with another take back, and wow, some aggression behind that shot, put some power behind it, but overshooting the disc. Still taking it back, CamJamG, another quick one, so the energy factor could be at play here, but again, for Leviathan, they did have that hour and a half without playing, but that is kind of equally just the equal opposite, basically, where they weren't tired, but they also weren't warmed up. And for them, I think they need to take some full advantage of this. They already dropped one round. They can't afford to continue this way. They need to be, as we approach the end of this round and going into the third, they need to find themselves some heat. They need to warm up. CamJamG, he's been hot. That's another last minute of action save there coming in from CamJam. Back-to-back rounds. Need to do it again, though, and actually will be cleared here, so maybe some offense about to go for them as they all stack down the floor with an open goal at the other end. Real Zero swooping in last second for a clear.
Bouncing off some Geo there. There is still Cosmo back there, getting a hand on it now. Bouncing back towards, there is about 20 seconds left in this round. Soggy Bunning Snack's going to take it for the 3 there. And they are going to end this round.
Well,
9 points to 8.
Is there... Oh, this is one of those cases I've seen. Granted, it is rare, and I think who was it? Oh my head's drawing blanks. Corrosion. They did a 1.8 second goal or something like that before. Not impossible, just uncommon. That said, it will be the round. This is big news now because suddenly in this best of 5, Leviathan, they are at risk of going to a grand finals. This could be dangerous for them, especially based on the lack of rhythm we're seeing from them so far.
It is interesting, and Leviathan will have to win this round. They will have to win the next round. They were in that same situation that Outlaws were in just not that long ago. They have to win this next round if they don't want to go to another game.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is they're on their heels. They know they still have a buffer. They will have to lose twice in 2 best of 5s, that is, for Leviathan. So they're not at threat of losing the whole shebang, but they are at threat of going into the deep end of another hour of battle, up to potentially. If they can't find a way to close out in the 4th round, or the 3rd round rather, and just force that 4th to happen. I mean, you never want to be in the position where you're expending all your extra lives, so to speak. If you can, I mean, they need to take maybe another timeout, potentially even, just to figure things out a little bit and figure out where the rhythm was lost. Also, my mistake. See, speaking of late, I'm missing all my cues here on the stream. I'll get you the scoreboard real quick. We're going right into the 2nd rounds, though. Don't worry, the next round that is. And I mean, Kit, I don't want to put you on the spot, but let me ask here, prediction-wise and among the community, was this expected at all? Have Outlaws 2-0ing so far in the finals?
I think it was. I think the favorites to win actually have been Outlaws. I think. Okay,
yeah. I'm just curious on my own regard because
I think it's been Outlaws.
Yeah, and for my own sake of just knowledge, because like I said, Leviathan #1 seed, but both these teams identical records in this season, and that's why it's just a question of which team just edges out slightly more. Champions here, championship players from last season, actually on both of these teams, if that's that we've seen today, right? All 4 of them, in fact. So I mean, the caliber is already there. As the Leviathan players, the champions are all spread out in Season 3. So, I mean, these players are already capable of it no matter which team they fall in.
Absolutely, and it looks like it will be Leviathan and Outlaws chasing the disc in the Outlaws bubble there. Outlaws able to get it out, but Timberine recovering it, looking for that pass to Soggy. Soggy down to 0-0 over to Punda. Punda going to take in that shot. 19 meters a second. Bullet going into that goal there, taking the first points in this round. Exactly what they needed. They need to win this round to stay in it for this set.
Great passing play there to secure them that first goal. That's what they needed to do. That was nothing but fundamental. And that's exactly what you need. When things aren't going your way in a series of Echo Arena, there's a turnover by the by. All you need to do to come back, to find stability, fundamentals. That's why they're fundamentals, because you can rely on them. That's what will get you that rhythm that you had lost. And with that, 2 quick goals in a row. Not a coincidence.
Leviathan definitely showing their strength here and how hungry they are for this win. They want the back-to-back championships. Outlaws want to take the first championships there, and several of those players wanting double championships there. A miscommunication there. The disc is loose. Zero's going to chase it down. Another player coming in from Leviathan there, taking the disc, looking for that cut pass.
Oh my God.
Steal back!
Maybe it's the time of night and I'm misreading. Was that the quickest stun and grab and goal and re-grab on? Look at that! That is about 4 different things that happened there to make that goal occur in about a half-second span. A stun, a grab on the disc, a grab back on the goal and on the disc on the score. That is incredible reflexes being shown. They're 6-0 on this run to start off. What a play though. That was stellar.
We're only 2.5 minutes into this round, and Leviathan are already up 6 points. They have warmed up. They have found their rhythm. Here we go. The reset there to Soggy. Soggy going to walk it forward now, looking for a pass back over to Zeros there. Zeros now going to dance around that defender, not let them get a hand. Going to call a reset there. Jimbarine going to push forward, look for that pass down to Soggy. Soggy going to use the anchor there, pass it back to Zero. Zero's going to look for that shot, but no! Cam Jam with the stop there, and it will be back into the hands of Leviathan there, looking for that pass, not quite able to get there, and it will be chased down by Outlaws and Leviathan. Great stun, but the backline player, if Soggy Bunning Snags is able to get it, Zero's now gonna take it in for another 2 points. They're up by 8.
Now, Leviathan, they needed to respond in this round, obviously. I didn't think they would respond like that and that quickly. A few minutes in, and they're holding Outlaws scoreless at the moment after they scored 9 points in the first couple rounds there. So this is a great start, but furthermore, just scoring over and over. A lot of this predicated off of these defensive launches. That said, there's a good launch and a take back coming in. Cosmo just missing the goal. Real Zeros taking it back. 6 minutes left in this one. Punda, who had that stellar play not too long ago, will do a little merry-go-round the cloud before sending it out, stacking it up, and maybe sending it down, but no, missing overshoot on the disc. Will return to Nishku and Outlaws on possession at least for a second before Jimbarine retains.
Jimbarine back there once again, getting pressured now by that stack. A great pass up to the ceiling there. The Real Zeros moving forward, looking for that pass across, not quite able to make it, and Gishnishku will recover it, looking for that clear down, but it bounces back. Who is going to get there first? It will be Outlaws slapping it downfield. It will be Outlaws picking it up. Cosmo using Punda as a boost, and Cam Jam putting it in behind the back, putting it in for another 2 points, taking that momentum away from Leviathan here about 5 minutes into this round.
And one of those behind the back shots from Cam, and we've seen multiple of them from multiple players today, but one of those ones that it's just as efficient and effective as it is steezy as anything, right? There was definitely a purpose to that because it was a clustered up situation, so it was a great shot being that close to the goal, having the floor awareness to get it done. Cam Jam taking the disc back now, maybe, but overshot. Soggy Bunnings going and diving as Real Zeros will now find Soggy in that tunnel. Meanwhile, another bounce shot attempt. We saw one of those attempted earlier, and that's going to be off as well. But Cosmo is going to get the disc back. 4 defenders in the goal, and just about to leave, but actually tap back as it will be sent into the awaiting mitts, and now into the awaiting pass. Great passing recognition from Zeros. Soggy Bunning Snags the beneficiary, up by 8 again.
What a play there by Leviathan, doing exactly what they needed to do to keep the momentum going, taking back that lead to 8 points. And it will be Outlaws once again. They're starting to make mistakes here, and it will be collected there by Jimbarine. Jimbarine now with it, going to look for that pass across, but no, a mistake there by Leviathan. Will Outlaws be able to capitalize on it? And it will be Real Zeros able to collect it once again, looking for that clear, not quite making it out. Outlaws getting a hand on it, bouncing off some of the roof there, and it will be recollected by Leviathan once again.
Seeing a lot of straggling players here in the midfield for both teams, really, but you can see as the disc floats between positions in the midfield, a lot of stuns and such, but not necessarily a lot of stacks, a lot of floating around the floor, and that's again a testament to the intense action going on here, and certainly the energy that's been expent over the last couple of hours. So it's a factor to keep an eye on for sure. Real Zero's here though. One of the things I think they should recognize on that note is if they do have the lead, it would be perfectly acceptable to start stalling a little bit. 3 minutes left, an 8-point advantage. Save that energy. You're potentially going another few rounds, maybe even another full series. So with this lead, they almost would want to stall it out and just give themselves a little time to calm down in the headspace.
Wonder looking to chase down that disc now, getting a hand on it, trying to get that pass off, bouncing off some geometry, but still able to get a hand on it is Soggy Bunnings Snags, resetting it there to the Real Zeros. Real Zeros moving forward now, moving towards that bubble. Great pass there, and the shot there, a bullet. Silver still able to get a hand on it, however, but it's still going to bounce back into that goal, maybe off the head there, maybe off a hand, but still getting a piece of it.
And 10-point advantage, 2 minutes and some seconds left as we get the Joust advantage. Going the way here of Gish Nishku. And for them, unfortunately, a too familiar position that they found themselves in this particular round. They still have that nice buffer of 2 wins up, but Punda is looking to throw it down. Look at the pockets. Someone call the doctor. And Dimwee, he's asleep. Nonetheless, 14-2 off of a great hit from Punda. A shooting star, no doubt.
You said call the doctor. What kind of doctor? Dr. Pepsi, perhaps?
I quit.
How about you just fire Skitty instead?
I quit, didn't you hear me? Nonetheless, back into the right side of the floor. The Dr. Pepsi thing is going to forever tilt me, I think. And the thing is, Pepsi's a fine drink, but anyway, nonetheless, it's a Real Zeros here with a disc. Gonna try and bounce it over. That's a good delivery to Soggy Bunnings. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a goal attempt, but it will go back up towards Soggy. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the grab back. Jimboreen, they're contesting. Real Zeros out the goal. Now, pass going for that goalkeeper was one of the divers, Punda, I think. Meanwhile, Soggy Bunning Snags gets the goal and throws the arms up in the air just the same. So a lot of coordination there on the cut from a couple different players to actually make that goal a reality.
Definitely amazing coordination there with about 55 seconds as they come out of the tunnel there. It is looking like Leviathan will take that round as they needed to, and it will be Leviathan with possession now and going to pass it over there to Soggy Bunning Snags. Soggy gonna look for that pass over to Punda. Punda now walking forward, dodging one defender, looking for a fast shot into the goal there, but dinging it off the post. It will be picked up there by Outlaws player, but getting stunned out, and it is back in the hands of Leviathan there. A great pass there, and another self-goal from Silveridge. Still able to get a massive piece of it every single time. And I believe that is the ice for this round. There'll be a few seconds as we come out of the tunnel. Maybe we can get an extra goal in here, but I highly doubt it.
And on that, just eyeing the replay, yeah, it was a headbutt by Silveridge. Silver was actually stunned out. Makes sense because of what Silver's been doing this whole tournament. But, I mean, yeah, even when Silver's stunned, still using the head to get a glancing blow on that goal and on that disc as it slid through. Now, for Leviathan here, that is a absolute mammoth of a scoring output. Suffice to say, 18 points strong. I mean, that is more than a turnaround. That is an absolute smackdown they just delivered.
Exactly what they needed to do here. Let's see if they can take the next round. If Outlaws take this next round, it will be going to another set. If Leviathan take this round, we'll be going to a round 5.
Yeah, I mean, it is, I wouldn't be surprised. This is just, it seems to be the case. It's the case in the regular season when these teams have faced each other. It's the case in the finals dating back to last season for OCE. It just seems like it's destined to be great matches here in this region and here at the top of the top levels of play.
I mean, we do get insane plays here in OCE. I mean, we had 5 overtimes in a game not that long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Nuts.
Somehow. That was who was that?
Forget about that.
Well, I mean, it wasn't Castigat that said, but I mean, I recall because it tied the record that Chaos and Space Force set in NA for most overtimes in a single round. Who was that? It was Pineapples and remind me here.
Outlaws.
Putting you on the spot. There you go. So round starting, and here we go.
It will be Leviathan winning that, but getting a piece of it is Outlaws. Chasing it down is both teams. Cam Jam with that stun there on the Real Zeros, looking to get it out of that midfield. The stack following up. It is bouncing off that ramp there, but not able to be scored there. The clear there going into the shield, still able to be recovered though. Looking for that clear down now is Soggy Bunning Snags. It is going to bounce up there. The stack's going to follow it up. Zero's coming in on a tough angle there, passing it off. A great cut pass, but Silveridge able to get the save. It is down to Cam Jam now. Cam Jam now looking for that long shot, but no, Jimberine is back there denying it.
Look, I wish, just for the sake of my own, I want to see Silveridge in NA or EU and just see if that would change anything at all. I mean, I don't suspect so. He's a ridiculous goalie, flat out. That is unbelievable, uncanny. Now opening up a can of worms on the goal. Punda gets the first couple. Just speechless. Really, again, the most impressive thing is, I know I'm kind of fanboying out over some of these saves, but it's more impressive purely not because of the degree of difficulty only, but because of the timing of where we are in the tournament and the fact that we're in the last day. That makes something that's difficult, that's say level 10 in difficulty, it's basically a level 100. I mean, that's how much extra added pressure and energy is being put into these plays. So the clutchest plays in finals are even more clutch now in these last matches, as Punda snatches the disc.
It is in the hands of Leviathan now. That stack chasing them. Looking, oh, that bounce, deadly close to that goal. Zeros doing a bit of a dance there, not quite able to get it in. The stun war there. Outlaws coming on top. That bounce going to be a weird one at that, and it will be picked up there by Cosmo. Cosmo's going to put it in for 3, taking the lead by a singular point.
A big shot there to break away and secure an easy goal, because those are kind of in short supply as we've been seeing in some of these attempts, and especially considering the last round for Outlaws, where they couldn't score much at all. So very welcome sight to see an open 3 at that to take a lead, and now opening the way for a joust advantage to Leviathan. Punda getting stunned, and Cosmo taking it back, clearing it off that bounce, potentially even looking for one of those shot attempts off the sidewall, which we see so many players employing into their repertoire these days, as Gish Nishku gets the disc and is going to just miss. That was a tight angle, nearly a 0 angle there off the goalpost.
Definitely a tough angle at that. It is bouncing loose. It looks like Leviathan will get there first, but is challenged. Picking it up, clearing it out, and it will be in the midfield once again here. Looking for that disc now is Outlaws, clearing it out and down the field there.
And now into Cosmo, that's going to be off as well, back into the side wall. Real Zeros diving out, has a player deep down, rush that pass right to him, and had the defense nearby, so kind of dangerous, but Zeros will have it out. They do have available back passes and a back stack. You can kind of see them waiting way over there in the goal just to see what happens here, but they got to be careful because they're sticking back there for so long, but they're not, you know, they're making it very difficult. That explains it. I was going to say, they're making it very difficult for their front liners, but they actually did have a crash, and that is most unfortunate and costly. 5-2 going to Cosmo and Outlaws.
Definitely an unfortunate crash there, and I hope they can get that player back in real soon. I believe they've already used their technical timeout as well, so it means that they can't pause to get that player back in. They're going to have to try and get them back in while the round is running. Okay, no, I thought I dropped out then. I was checking my settings and stuff there. Cosmo getting a point there, extending the lead back out. Their disconnected player is back now, and it will be on this side of Leviathan with that joust advantage now. What are they going to do here? It looks like they are going to go for a longer play here. Punda now going to walk it back. That stack incoming, going for that reset. Not quite able to get a hold of it. Outlaws picking it up now, but accidentally slamming it into some Geo there. It is a brawl for that disc. Outlaws winning it, and it is going to go back towards the Leviathan goal there. Jimbarine on the back lines picking it up now, looking for that pass across to Punda. Punda now with it, looking for that pass across to the Real Zeros. The Real Zeros and Punda walking it forward. A pass back, going for that long shot there. Not quite able to make it, but the back line player able to pick it up, and Punda now with it, going to go for that shot, drawing out that defense, and able to score it.
And I'm back. Sorry about that. We did have a, well, by we I mean me, disconnect on one of my apps, so it was making talking rather difficult. Always inconvenient, but yeah, that was a very convenient goal being had there. Joust advantage now back, 7-4 on the lead. Gish Nishku leading that pass into the tunnel, but there is some defense there causing some of that trouble. Cosmo now contesting Punda though, snatching it away. They're down by a few, and again, as you mentioned earlier on, they gotta win this round. This is best of 5, and they don't want to find themselves in that bracket reset to being forced by Outlaws win here, so they got to be very, very careful not to give up too much heat, as Outlaws have started off and continue to go in this round very successfully, so now with an opportunity to maybe get another goal, but no, Silver Ridge denying! Punda supplying a rebound, a dunk, undoing all the good effort from Silver.
It's a 1-point game.
I always feel, I feel particularly bad when that happens to goalies, because it's, yeah, great save and all. But at the same time, that's something that I used to do to goalies plenty of times, because I wasn't usually the biggest frontline player. I played a lot midfield, and I was kind of the initiator in the bubble, not so much the finisher. So sometimes I just flat out throw it into the goalie with the intention of grabbing it and putting it back, but it just feels so dirty.
It does definitely feel dirty. A great pass up there to Punda. Punda noticing the goal was open, taking that 3-pointer, and they take the lead to 2 points.
And that was dirty. They are suddenly, I mean, I said it, they needed to find their footing again. Boy, did they. Just like that, they're back up ahead. Could we be looking at another round 5?
Could we? Indeed. The Real Zeros intercepting that pass there, walking forward and waiting for their teammates to make it up with them. The stacks coming in from both sides. A great pass across there. Going into the bottom pocket is Punda. They extend the lead to 4.
And tapping back and forth between the backboard, between the goalposts. You can see in that body language, I mean, the anticipation and the anxiety. It has to be a real thing here. You figure every one of these points, they count so much, and it's hard to relax in this kind of situation, but they'll have to find some way to do so. Cosmo, they're down, but not by too much. They have a chance here, just missing Cam's hands, and that's unfortunate. Turnover could be costly just the same.
Bouncing off some Geo there, but still picked up by Leviathan. The clear down. There is 1:40 left. Bouncing back here, and it will be picked up by the Real Zeros. Gonna put it in for 3, and they have double the amount of points that Outlaws have. They have a 7-point lead.
And yet a couple minutes ago, they were down by a couple points. Hey, well done on their part. This is exactly what they needed to do. They're showing up in the clutch. Cosmo there with maybe just a self-rebound. Actually will knock it loose. Missing a grab again. Cam Jam G trying to find a way, swimming on the floor. Fish in the water, trying to shoot some fish in that barrel. And they will finally corral the goal. Took some extra added effort. 14-9 here. Last minute of action in this 4th round.
It is going to be 40 seconds left as they come out of the tunnels. It is still plausible. There is still a 5-point lead to Leviathan here. Outlaws can still come back with 2 3-pointers to win the round and a 3 and a 2 to tie it up. It is going to be cleared down there. Intercepted there by Silveridge. Silveridge now going to clear it down. Cam Jam with it. Going to pass it across there. Cosmo now looking for that pass across there. to Gishnishku. Gishnishku looking for that pass to Cam Jam. Cam Jam looking to put it in. Not able to. Dinging it off the post. Getting stunned out. The Real Zero's picking it up now. Looking for that clear, but Silveridge with the intercept there. And Cam Jam going to pick it up. Put it in for 2. And it is going to end the round there. Leviathan win this round.
And so the story goes, as is destined to be apparently here at OCE. We've got another round, a decisive one coming up next. How about that? Leviathan, the clapback.
What a round. If Leviathan win this next round, they will be the Season 3 champions. If Outlaws win this round, it will go to another set. It all comes down to this. Once again, we are at this match point, as I'm going to call it. But
it's one of those things you couldn't, as I said, you couldn't write it better. And Echo has this weird way, historically speaking, more often than not, much more often than not, if you go through whether ESL, VRML, and you look at the finals matches historically speaking, we just get an uncanny amount of incredible finishes, incredible finals. We're talking, yeah, where they do go to those decisive final rounds. They do go to the reset, the bracket reset, and you get that grand finals situation. It's the case higher percentage of the time, ESL and VRML. It's a pleasure. I don't know why it happens, but I'm glad that it does, because it just makes things immensely entertaining, as if it were scripted. But hey, the beauty of sports, the beauty of esports, the beauty of Echo Arena. This is a beauty of a game. Everyone joining us once more. We're going to it. This is potentially the championship deciding round about to launch out if Leviathan can win. So Real Zeros, they're back at it again, looking to capitalize off this first joust, and they get the score to go. 9-second goal.
A 9-second goal there, and taking it through. What a play there by Leviathan, winning that joust, getting those passes down, able to get the goal here, keeping their momentum going. Outlaws going to have to respond hard here if they want to stay in this. Leviathan definitely showing why they are the previous champions and looking to take this now. Cosmo looking for a long shot there, not quite able to make it, getting it back, walking it forward, putting it in for 2, tying this game up.
And I don't know what's going on there with the body language I was seeing. Cosmo kind of getting up the arms to cheer a little bit and give one last oomph, and then Cam just kind of shooing him away. Like, no, what are you doing? Don't know what that was about. It was entertaining to watch, though. And like I said, if they're going to win this one, I think for Outlaws, they're going to do it their way, which is to say they are emotive as ever.
A great intercept there by Soggy Bunny Snags. Looking to pick up that disc first is Leviathan. A great stun out there. The Real Zero splitting off now. Looking for that pass across. Taking it into that bubble. Looking for that lead. A great pass off there, but no, getting drawn out. Another pass to the Real Zeros, but Zero's getting stunned out by Cosmo.
Whoa.
And a great snatch by Punda. Punda
Whoa!
bail it into that bottom pocket, but no! Silveridge ducking down and collecting that save, cleared out by Outlaws here. They regrab down. It is going to be walked into that bubble, looking for that slam dunk, a bit of dubstep disc there, and it is going to be put in to the goal, and Outlaws are going to take the lead in this final round of this set.
Not sure what happened there on a few different plays, but man, some intense action for sure. On the other end of the floor, I'm still kind of wondering if the Silveridge save was better or if the Punda grab at the outer edge of the bubble was better. They were both stellar. It did result in the Cosmo goal, and they are going to be on the board here as Cosmo now turning around and looking to maybe go back into the offense as they launch it out. Latch behind is Zeros, Gishnishku, those stunning, blocking that one, baiting him into it, so Silveridge now distributing to Cam Jam G. Cam Jam rolling it up the floor, has a cutting Silveridge. Silveridge, though, being cut off there and just couldn't release the anchor point, it looked like, onto the barrier. So unfortunate, as it will be a hit to their efforts on the offense, though. Cosmo now missing a grab there as well. Jimberine diving out, and a lot of action, not a lot of scoring quite yet, as it will be turned into Real Zero's arms and into a clear down the other side.
It is bouncing loose there, picked up by Outlaws. Outlaws now with that disc, looking for that pass option there. CamJamG now with it, looking for that clear down. It is going to bounce off that top trench area, bouncing down to the player there. 3 players from Leviathan there, stunning out that Outlaws player, able to pick up that disc, and it will be walked forward here by Soggy Bunning. Snags maybe slowing down the play just a little bit, keeping it at the pace they want, looking for that pass across to the Real Zeros. The Real Zeros now going to walk it forward, look for that pass across, and it isn't going to quite make it. It falls back into the hands of Gishnish Goo. There is no backline player there. If they get the stacks back, it could be deadly, but Leviathan get back there first.
No doubt, these players feeling the heat of this battle as Punda takes it over at the wedge. Turning around, but having it snagged by CamJamG. A great grab there just before the windup. Although there was a goalkeeper back in there, I think might have been able to get it either way. So tough position to be in, but this is a great position to be in for maybe a scoring attempt. Tough angle granted. Cosmo retrieving it up at the cloud, sending it over to that shoulder. Now tapping out. There's CamJam again, but that's going to be off the body there. And Soggy sends it out, and that's nothing but Soggy. That's crispy into the back end of the floor. 6 minutes left, Kit, and as I always like to mention, every single play in these situations is now clutch by definition.
It absolutely is. It is a low-scoring game, but definitely full of excitement. Bouncing through to the other trap there. A great block by Cosmo. Gish now with that disc, looking for that long shot. No, just not bouncing on the right spot on the backboard. The Real Zeros able to recover it now. Looking for that clear out. It is going to bounce loose, bounce off that wall there. A great steal by Punda. Punda gonna walk it forward, look for that shot.
No.
Bouncing off the goal, bouncing off Silver's head, bouncing off the goal again, and it still doesn't go in.
Stop.
And it will be going back to that midfield where Jimboreen recovers it.
Need to make an award for Silverage alone, I swear. In any case, though, it's going to be taken back here, back to the bottom of the floor. Real Zeros with an angle, but getting mangled there by some stuns. Gishnishku tapping it to the back line. It's going to sail right back towards them in the trap. Soggy Bunnings taking it over now to Real Zeros. The 2-on-2 in the goal. They dancing, the spinning, the winning. Real Zeros, they're up 5-4.
It's a 1-point game again. Just over 5 minutes into this round, and it's a 1-point game. This could be the final round of Season 3 OCE.
Could be, absolutely, down to the potential last 4.5 minutes. The number 1 seeded Leviathan here, undefeated in the bracket. So if Outlaws win this match, we are going to a reset. But right now, they are going to set out for a goal quickly off of that joust. 8 seconds only. They take the lead right back quicker than I could even react.
Still a 1-point game. Outlaws taking that 1-point lead. Who is going to get the next goal? Is Outlaws going to take a further lead, or is Leviathan going to take it back? Can they take a further lead as well? If they get a 3-pointer, they can take the lead to 2 there. It will be passed to the tunnel down to Real Zeros. Real Zeros looking for Punda now, walking it forward, looking for options, coming off the head of one of the Outlaws players there. Gishnishku able to grab a hold of it, clearing it the whole way down, bouncing down, and the stack is there from Outlaws, but Jimboreen still able to get there as they overshoot it, looking to collect it now is the Real Zeros, but getting stunned out. A great dive there to get the stun off, and it will be picked up once again by Cosmo. Cosmo going to walk it forward, but a great stun there. Great defense here by Leviathan. Dubstep disc at its finest, as we always love to see it. Gotta love OCE. And Silverage with that disc now.
I love this defense as well. I know I'm giving a lot of credit to Silverage too, but Jimboreen has been playing mighty solid in that defensive end as well. Has had a lot of these grabs, well-timed dives. We see another one right there, able to get the clear. So, I mean, defense from both sides of the floor here definitely have some standout players as they try and stand up and maybe take a lead back. It is going to be a 1-point disadvantage so far, but the offense here can change that really quick. Losing the handles on the disc, a great grab from Real Zeros to boost off and now reposition as Jimboreen will find that reposition pass. Trying to send it back with some 2-man game, but Punda unable to claim the disc. Another tap, another grab, and there it is, throwing it down. Soggy Bunning snags 1-point advantage again and again. This is just goal for goal. These teams are trading in this round as we do get a timeout. Oh, you're killing me, but I understand. What a match, though.
The timeout. Whoa, probably a mental timeout here, as there is like 2.5 minutes as they come out of the tunnels here, and it is a 1-point game.
Yeah,
1 point.
I don't blame the timeout at all. I understand it, but oh man, I'm feeling This is just an incredible. It's like dangling, a prize in front of my eyes as a caster, because we are so close to the end potentially. I mean, it doesn't get any closer. For some of the people joining in the chat now who weren't here earlier on, we already had in the lower bracket finals between Hydra and Outlaws. That went to 5 rounds. Not only that, it went to overtime in 5 rounds. Right now, we're at a pace where we could be seeing something similar in the 5th round of the upper bracket finals. It's pretty ridiculous how competitive this tournament has been over an OCE.
It is ridiculous that it's just been so competitive the whole way through. I keep remembering that I need to breathe. I think it was Daz in the chat before. Just put breathe because I wasn't breathing.
You know what?
This is so close.
I stopped breathing 2 years ago. Don't worry. Join the club. But yeah, hey, this it's a challenge in itself because of how fast these teams have gotten, right? To be able to call the action. You see some of these times, I mean, trying to finish one sentence about what just happened, and then suddenly, boom, you got a big save, you got a big goal. And it's, hey, it's what you love about this game and these sports. And you can even see body language here, teams kind of discussing things on both ends and trying to figure out exactly what's what. And how they want to re-strategize. I know for Leviathan, as they eye down that pause and eye down the scoreboard, deep in contemplation is real zeros for a moment, they can taste victory. I mean, it's tenuous, if that's the right word. It's late, but it's palpable is the point. They are a few minutes away, if they can somehow hold on or expand this lead, to secure themselves the championships. And for some of these players, even though Leviathan is the retaining championship team, for some of these individuals, well, first-time champions.
Can we also please stay nice and respectful in the chat? Just keep it calm. We don't want to. We don't want to be disrespectful to anybody.
If you want to disrespect anyone, disrespect me. I challenge you. Actually, I don't. Please don't, because I don't want to have to ping a mod. But that said, we are doing well so far. I think it's been a fairly well-behaved chat compared to a little earlier on. A little strenuous, I will say. But at the same time, the engagement, of course, is always appreciated from all you guys, mostly, when you come on in and support the streams, because end of the day, we're all here as volunteers doing something, which is to say casting, producing, because we love it. And I would not be Echo Arena. I'm just, what? Let me just shut up for a second. Oh, come on, game. You took the Macarena away from me. Well, we got most of it. All right, that said, Kit, 241 and counting. This is the thick of it. Minutes away from either a reset on the brackets and a definitive final set of games, or champions being crowned. Let's get it. Silver Ridge sending it. Cosmo, right tunnel, trying to deal with that brawl in the midfield there. And a turnover going to Jimbarine.
We're now looking for that reset. Soggy now with the disc. Gonna look for the pass forward. Maybe just hanging on to it, playing the clock down. They have the advantage. They can play it down. Outlaws are gonna need to rush them. Looking for that pass across there. Now, what a great pass down to Punda. Punda now with it, gonna reset it back. Soggy Bunny Snag's gonna pass it over the real zeros. Amazing control over the disc here.
Well, I agree. This is really well done on Leviathan's part. They are looking very calculated. This is meticulous, picking apart the defense, and they're up by 3. Less than 2 minutes left. That's a massive score, but man, was that played masterfully from Leviathan on that entire 47-second play. Just picture perfect. You gotta enjoy those kind of passes. This crunch time, clutch time, minute 20, got a reaction coming back here. Gishnishku with the disc and trying to avoid Punda in the midfield, sending it out towards the trap, and it will be Cosmo now. Looking like a 2-on-1. Now they can maybe take advantage of this for a 1 point. No, it's no points because Jimbaree says, I've got this. I've got disc, and not gonna miss the grabs, but will be taken back here again. It's Punda, it's zeros, and they are out of there. Hot out out of the joust and hot into the brawls. Cam Jam there, no doubt, sweating are these players. They are 1 minute away, though, for Leviathan from reclaiming the championships here in round 5.
There's 44 seconds left, looking for that
Oh,
shot,
no.
and he is going to go in, and it puts Leviathan up by 5. I think
Barring a miracle.
it's gonna be close.
This is
still possible.
This is it. Leviathan they are in control, and they have got themselves a win in a 5-round stunner across these series. For Outlaws earlier in Hydra, now for Leviathan and Outlaws. All I know is this was a massively entertaining series of games, and Punda now going to be able to claim a championship. Jim Barine, Soggy Bunning Snacks going to be able to claim a championship. Real Zeros going to be able to go back-to-back on championships, and Leviathan are your OCE champions of Season 3.
What a game, what a play by Leviathan, doing exactly what they needed to do. They are our Season 3 champions for OCE. Congratulations to Leviathan.
Massive win and putting it all on the table, all the guts and all the glory for sure. So congratulations, and again, Real Zeros as well returning and joining the back-to-back party there of champions. I know saw some of those in the chat earlier on as well. Immense victory here, and they will claim their rights to the title of champs and their great prizes as well from our sponsors. What a throwdown that was. I mean, it boiled down to just the smallest things that made the biggest differences, because a lot of these rounds tonight were decided by 1 to 2 goals only. So it all mattered. It was all clutch. It was all crunch. And, I mean, every one of these players in this game should feel super proud of themselves. And especially our champions here, who will secure it after all. 27-4, as you see on the regular season record. Number 1 and number 2. I mean, it wrote itself. And we rode right in to a fantastic match. I'm thrilled for all the players and for all the viewers who tuned in here. Congratulations to everyone involved. Kit, that was awesome. That was everything I hoped it would be. I mean, I kind of set the table, and I know I'm always at risk of doing the casting curse at the beginning of streams when I do this, but I set the table because OCE had the most competitive finals last season. They just set the bar again. I mean, I am absolutely hoping that EU and NA just the same. I want OTs, I want round 5s, whatever the case is. Yeah, thrilled to be able to cast this here in the late nights for me, and early evenings for you. This was a thriller.
Absolutely. The full roster of Leviathan being, if people didn't know, the Real Zeros, Agent Victoria, Jim Barine, Pix, Punda, and Soggy Bunnings Snags.
Absolutely. You want to give full credit to all these players, without a doubt, because, I mean, all of these players now can claim their rights to champions. Pointing out the stats, by the way, I mean, I can't avoid some of these numbers. 5-round series, but I mean, where do we even begin? Where do we begin? If you go on the Outlaws side, not able to get the victory, but you look at those stat lines and you just mind blown. I mean, Cam Jam G, 10 points, 3 assists, 5 saves, 1 steal, 64 stuns. Had the huge game-winning shot in overtime in the lower bracket finals, had a round-winning save earlier in, I think, the first round of the upper bracket finals. I mean, clutch. Like I said, Captain Clutch. Cosmo, 22 points, 5 assists, 8 saves, incredible defense all throughout the night in the lanes, in the outer bubbles. Wasn't directly in the goal, but did incredible damage inside there. Silveridge, needless to say, with the 3 points, 1 assist, 5 saves. Add that to the 15 saves from the earlier series. I mean, ridiculous again. 24 stuns, 1 steal. And Gish Nishku, a pair of points and assists as well. A save, 2 steals, 74 stuns to lead the way on the team in that department. And then you move on to Leviathan. 23 points from Punda, who was already a story throughout the season, already a story yesterday. And now the leading scorer in the final match. 23 points. That's a Jordan number right there, or a LeBron number, depending on when you were born. Point is, Punda is greatness, and that is 23 strong points, 1 save, 3 steals, 64 stuns to go along with it. Soggy Bunning Snags contributing 11 points, 4 assists, 1 save, 93 stuns, and then Real Zero 17 and 10 in points and assists. Double-digit assists. Mwah, chef's kiss. 5 saves, 3 steals, 53 stuns. Jim Barine also with 3 assists and 8 saves, 1 steal, 28 stuns. Some impressive defense from Jim. Every one of these players proved why they are masterful and why they were championship worthy. Fantastic. Fantastic. Kit, I know it's been a long stream, yet it also feels almost, I don't want to end it, but I know we're getting to that point. It's just, there's so much to talk about, but anything else you want to get out there before we do wind it?
Just a shout out to every team that has played this season. Every single team. You all have put in so much effort over the last 5 months. It's just absolutely incredible what you guys do. Yeah. And we wouldn't be here without you. So kudos to you, and absolutely incredible job to every team that has played. Not just in finals, but every team that has played.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Game's so exciting, it's making me lose my hair. Look, green screen. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the support from the teams, and again, it's our pleasure. We're here as part of the community to cast these because we love the game. So when these teams show up, they put in the work as players over the course of multiple months of the season in practice and scrims. We know there's a lot that happens off air, frankly. We stream a lot of games, literally hundreds of hours per month throughout this season, and especially the last couple of months with our new casters, including Kit here. We know there's a lot of work. We stream a lot, but there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes. There's so much in terms of the practice time, the pub time, the scrim time, all this stuff that happens outside of the immediate action in the game, and in the community and the community relationships and stuff like that. I mean, point is, we know people put a lot into this community and into the game, hence why we like to put a lot of work into the casting. So, you know, as we said, I mean, keep in mind, we're all here for the same thing at the end of the day, and that is to enjoy this game that we love so much for years to come. So please keep that in mind for now and into the future as we continue on into Season 4. But of course, we got some more finals in Season 3 along in the coming hours. So with that, we will be heading off here. I want to thank, again, our great sponsors in HyperX. You can see Kit over there on the Quadcast, and me for most of the season on the Quadcast. My own fault at the moment why I'm not on one, but nonetheless, HyperX, I mean, fantastic. I know they were hosting our final streams yesterday, and also today, HyperX will be hosting on their Twitch channel, which is awesome of them to do. I know they have somewhere in the range of, I think, 100K followers on that channel, so I mean, that's awesome on their behalf, and providing some great stuff in our Twitch giveaways throughout the streams, as well as prizes to these teams. We have Asterion products with their awesome gear as well for VR. You see some of those promos, those slick promos that we run. VRWare.net, of course, who has some awesome shirts and hoodies and jackets and jerseys and all of the above. Kind of building a collection at this point between VRWare and some of our other community members who've had their merch and stuff. And yeah, VRWare, shout out to them. Adding to it, of course, VRWare 1K Day coming on the 29th, that 1K prize pool, kind of all-star-like tournament. So be on the lookout for that. We will be casting it on VRML. ProTube VR and VR Cover, both super long-time sponsors since the beginning of our streams in VRML years and years ago. Adding to, again, the prize pools there, and Fixed Gaming for our music. And maybe with that, I think we're good. Oh, Rebuff Reality. Can't forget them as well with some great mobile gear for VR and the Quest. But with that said, there's a lot of people to credit. I want to shout out Alduin. I want to shout out our mods who were in our streams all day long helping on the back end. You don't see them, you don't hear them, but I assure you they are doing some serious important work and very helpful stuff for our streams this weekend in particular. And yes, that was a mouthful. And having said all that, here I am about to run the actual credits. Anyway, Kid Catastrophe, thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure. And everyone in the chat, a pleasure. I've been Palador. That's been Kit Catastrophe. We are heading out of here. Congratulations, Leviathan, your Season 3 champions of Oceania. We'll see you again real soon. But of course, be happy, healthy, safe. Did that in reverse. We're going to go now. Have a great night. Season 3 of VR Master League Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Mysterian Products, Rebuff Reality, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.